Well, hey there, stranger.
We're back.
Welcome to From Center Ice, the podcast. My name is Courtney.
And I'm Jacqueline.
And we're back. Again. I feel like we just had this intro.
We did a couple episodes ago, I think.
Yeah, and then the season started.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going very well on the ice, but that's fine. And then things were going very not well off the ice.
Yes, they were.
And then we just couldn't. So we're back now.
Yeah, I couldn't talk about all that in depth.
Yeah. That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Well, shit, when did we last record?
I don't know.
Did I have my tattoo already?
Yes.
Okay, so it hasn't been a month.
Because I feel like you talked about your itchy tummy.
I think I might have.
I think that was the last one we recorded.
Okay. Well, my next session is on Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm going to start getting it shaded. I'm pretty excited about that.
That is exciting.
It's going to be fun.
I didn't realize exactly how large it was. Like, I know you said it was your
whole tummy.
Whole
tummy.
But in my mind, it wasn't actually whole tummy.
Did you think it was just going to be like here?
Yeah.
Okay, nope.
And
all the way down.
It certainly is.
All the way down.
Tattoos all the way down.
The only part, well, the main part I'm really like about is like my belly button.
Do you still have it pierced?
I do. I mean, I do, but I took it out. Oh. I took it out like 6 months ago.
Oh. Why?
But I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it anymore. Okay. But yeah. So I'm gonna have to get my belly button shaded, and that sounds really uncomfortable. Like I'm gonna fall apart or something. Because your belly button is what holds you together.
I feel like it's gonna open some sort of weird
That's
portal.
what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's the only part I'm really a little
that makes
wiggly
me feel
about.
Uncomfortable just thinking about getting a lot of stabs in my belly.
In my belly button.
Hopefully it's quick.
I mean, we can hope.
It's not like you have a large belly button.
I mean, no, but still. Like, how do you... Oh, never mind. I just...
You know what's weird to me?
What?
Belly buttons.
Yes. Yes. So, like, are Audis just... They clipped it wrong? Or, like, your umbilical cord? Or is it just, like, a genetic thing?
I don't
where
know.
It doesn't heal, like, normal... I don't want to say normal. Like other belly buttons?
I don't know what causes innies or outies. I feel like we have to know, though, so
I'm feeling wiggly about belly buttons.
I know, because I'm just thinking about mine being repeatedly poked at the moment, and it's not making me comfortable. All right, Google, what causes an outie belly button?
Okay.
Here we go. Outies usually occur when more of the umbilical cord is left when it's cut, leading to more skin left over once it dries out.
Yeah, they do that.
In some rare cases, outies are caused by a condition known as an umbilical hernia.
Okay, so it could go either way.
It could.
Sometimes they just happen.
Is an outie bunny?
Outie bunny.
Outie belly button genetic? Depends on how your umbilical cord is cut at birth. Oh,
So
wait, that was another question.
Oh.
Is it genetics or does it depend? I see. I can't read. It's early.
It's fine.
We usually record at night,
Yeah,
and now it's the morning.
It's the morning time.
So this is what you get. You get me on coffee.
She didn't make coffee. She went and got coffee, so I don't have coffee.
Sorry.
It's okay.
If you would have told me to make coffee, I would have.
It's too late now.
It sure is. Turns out that it just depends on the amount of space there is at birth between the skin and the abdominal wall. Well, that's totally different than what I just read.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is from WebMD, though. The other one was from Wonderopolis.
Wonderopolis.
But that's .org. Do we listen to WebMD or Wonderopolis.org?
I mean, WebMD is the one that's, like, regulated and stuff, isn't it?
I don't know. Anytime you look something up on there, you got cancer, so...
Is WebMD just, like, medical wiki, or...
I don't know. Is it just, like, one big marketing ploy they've all gotten us to believe in WebMD?
Yeah, maybe.
It might be.
It might be.
Geniuses. All right, turns out it just depends on the amount of space there is at birth between the skin and the abdominal wall. If the baby has more skin than space, he will develop the rarer outie. So you got a lot of skin.
I wonder how common outies are.
Well, let me see.
Because, like, being in a big room full of people,
now
I'm just going to be like, who's got an outie in here?
Oh, no. The next time we go to a hockey game, like, how many
outies are here? Raise your hands. Show me thy belly button.
How common are outie belly buttons? Protruding outies.
Don't call it that. I mean, I know it's what it's doing, but don't call it that.
Can be found on approximately 10% of the population.
Really?
They're about as common as a left-handedness. I wonder if there's a correlation.
I don't know. How many outies are also left-handed?
Oh, are you, like, especially rare then?
Yeah.
Interesting. Belly buttons just freak me out.
Me too, because it just where does it go? I know it was your portal between you and mom.
Yeah, it was like a feeding tube.
Now what though?
Now it's
why
a gaping hole.
No, don't call it gaping.
Hashtag gaping. Don't search
don't do not.
This is why we don't record in the morning.
Do not do that.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. We talked about belly buttons, and I got all thrown off, and now we're on gaping.
We're not gaping.
Hashtag trains.
No. Stop right now.
I can't be stopped. Because I don't want to talk about hockey, so
I'm talking
about belly buttons.
I feel that greatly, deeply, greatly.
But belly buttons have always freaked me out. Maybe we should become a belly button podcast.
I mean, we could.
Just solely about belly buttons.
I mean,
how much is there to really say?
I don't know. I would have to learn more about them.
Do we just interview everybody and be like,
so how's your belly button?
How much lint do you get in your belly button? I feel like child TV shows lied to me about the amount of lint that would end up in your belly button.
Like, that's a rare occasion.
Yeah. Like, you get a new shirt or some new pants.
Right.
Sure. You don't shower for a few days. Sure. But just
being there?
Yeah.
No. It's not like this magical lint trap.
I kind of wish it was. Maybe it would, like, suck all the cat hair off of my shirt.
Oh, that would be nice, but that would be really gross. You'd have, like, a hairball in your belly button.
Oh, my God. Ew. It's just, like, sticking out, and you can just...
Are you telling me you don't want a hairball in your belly button?
I don't think so. I mean, if it got all of the cat hair off of my clothes, maybe I would sacrifice myself for that.
I mean, I think that's a fair trade-off.
But imagine how satisfying it would feel to pluck it out.
Grab that hairball.
Yeah, just like, whoop, it's done for the day. Pull out my hairball.
Oh my God. What else have I been up to? Have I been up to anything else?
I don't know. Did we record? No, I don't think we've recorded since Halloween. So Halloween was a thing that happened.
It was.
Did you have trick-or-treaters?
Like 25 of them.
Really?
Scam Likely is trying to call me right now.
No, that's not very nice. We're busy, Scam Likely.
Very busy. Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello. Is this Brad that you're calling?
I don't know that. Okay, bye. I am a that now. I'm not a person. I am a thing.
Hello?
Hello?
I had... How many did I have? 34?
Yeah.
35?
It was not as busy as I would have anticipated it. Mm-hmm. Like we had a hell of a time finding candy.
Really?
We went to 5 different stores before we could find like a mixed bag of...
You should have just gone to Walgreens.
I think she said she did. My mom and I were running all over town. We
right
finally
one.
found it at Target. It was like the last 2 bags. We were like, yes.
Did you go on Halloween? No? Because I went...
Day before.
I went to Walgreens the day before, and they had plenty.
I don't know. We
Like the
couldn't
one
find it
on
anywhere.
Perryville?
We went to Walmart. We went to Sam's. We went to Aldi.
Jeez.
We finally ended up at Target, and it, thankfully, there was a couple bags left.
There
But
you go. I tend to just go to Walgreens for everything, even though it tends to be more expensive. But I don't want to deal with large stores, and it's not even a COVID thing. I just don't
Yeah.
like large stores.
no, I feel it. I feel it.
The first time I ever went into a Sam's Club, I had a problem. Like, that is just an anxiety
It's a little
attack.
overwhelming.
It really is.
But you can find some good shit there.
Didn't you have a strange dream about Sam's Club?
A long time ago, yes. I don't
Didn't everybody
remember.
walk backwards? Or they didn't have faces or something?
They didn't have faces.
Hmm.
It was scary.
Maybe they also walked backwards.
They might have.
Or that was a different dream you had.
It's all of these things are possible.
But yeah, I was really hoping for more trick-or-treaters this year. Because last year, obviously, COVID.
Right.
And the year before that, we had a huge fucking snowstorm here. So there weren't as many people.
Yeah.
34.
34.
I still have a bunch of candy.
Yeah. My brother's been bringing like 4 friends home for lunch every day since they have open campus, and we live like 3 blocks from the school.
Mm-hmm.
They ate most of the candy.
Teenagers.
Teenagers.
I don't have a teenager human vacuum in my house to just eat
I
all of
have
it.
2 of them that live there, and like 4 more that come by every
Oh
so often.
Oh my gosh. Remember how we went to the same school he did and we didn't have an open campus?
I do recall that. I still went to Taco Bell almost every day, but that was just like senior year.
I left a few times, but not every day.
Yeah, no, I stayed freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then senior year I was like, fuck it.
I think it was
gonna go
senior year
get
for
me a
me, too.
quesadilla. I'm gonna get a quesadilla.
And they rarely said anything.
Yeah, there was one time where we came back early, so we were gonna like go in and get our stuff ready for the next class, and they were like, "Where have you been?" And they took down all of our names and everything. But I was 18, so they couldn't press truancy charges on me. But everybody else I was with was still 17.
Oh, no.
We just talked about this, me being older than everybody else in the
Yeah.
grade, just because my birthday's in October. And they all had to go to truancy court.
Oh my god. For going to
For
lunch.
going to
not even
lunch.
skipping a class.
Right,
just
that
going
was
to
just it. We
lunch.
came back early. We were not late.
It's so ridiculous. And they make it seem so important and bad when you're in school. Like, nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Especially just for lunch.
That's just it. I just wanted a quesadilla, and I was good. I came back.
And there used to be a McDonald's right down the street. Or no,
There
there
is
still
now.
is a McDonald's.
They
got
took
rid of
out the gas station part, which I think is stupid.
Me too. It was
That
so convenient.
That was a really good gas station.
It was.
It's not like it wasn't frequented.
Yeah.
I mean, there were
or
always
run down or anything.
No, none of that.
I really don't know why they did that.
I don't either.
And I know you had told me that, but I didn't see it until I went to the first IceHogs game this year. And I was
Right.
like, that's a big ass McDonald's.
Right.
Where's the gas station?
No longer.
Because I used
Gas station no longer.
I used to stop there on my way to Hogs games because it's on the way downtown.
Yeah.
But alas, no longer.
No.
I hate driving past that school. It's like I'm like instantly thrown back.
Yeah. 15 years.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
I've been baking a lot of cookies.
You brought me some cookies.
I did bring you some cookies. So we baked these, peanut butter, maple,
How Canadian of you.
peanut butter, maple, pumpkin,
Oh my god.
oatmeal cookies.
That's a lot in one cookie.
Right. That's a lot of strong flavors, right?
Yes.
These cookies tasted like nothing.
What?
It was so bland.
What?
I don't know. It was a total fail.
How is that even possible?
I don't know. I figured one of the flavors might jump out and be the most prevalent, but no, it just doesn't taste like anything.
Did they all just like cancel each other out?
That's what
So,
I
like,
said.
No flavor.
Yeah, no flavor at all. Too many flavor, no more flavor.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I was pretty upset about that. I
That's
was
very
excited.
weird.
They sounded good. And they weren't.
It sounds like a very interesting combination.
Mm-hmm. Peanut butter, maple, pumpkin, oatmeal cookies.
I can't figure out what would have made that taste like nothing.
Me either.
Did you not add the flavors?
Promise, we went by the recipe.
Did you actually, though? Because the last time we thought we followed a recipe, we ended up adding like 3 pounds of cheese to some pasta.
We were supposed to have 3 cups. We used 3 pounds.
And that's how you know you're from the Midwest. You see 3
It
cups.
was so
you're like, "That's-"
fucking good, though.
It was really
It was
good.
so good. Every year it pops up on my time hop, and I'm like, we need to do that again.
That was really good. That was really good. That's when I was staying with you guys. I ate it for lunch like every day.
Good, good. Yeah, because that was after Ian's surgery, right?
I believe so, yeah. One of the surgeries.
One of them,
Him, your
yeah.
mom, somebody. Somebody had
Somebody's
surgery.
always having a surgery in my house.
This is true. What else you been up to? Anything?
I've seen quite a bit of my nephew over the past month.
That's good.
So that's nice. He's finally starting to like interact with people like on a more real level rather than just like baby person. But yeah, he plays games and he says, "Oh no." It's really, really cute.
Aw. Does Garrett have his taste back yet?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, I believe it is back.
That's good.
Yeah,
Took
brother.
long enough.
Brother had COVID. COVID no bueno.
No. You went to a concert?
I did.
Sort of.
Right. Okay, so there was this capstan concert, right? Madison. I bought tickets for me, my brother, and Courtney. Because Courtney hadn't decided whether or not she wanted to go yet.
And I also bought a ticket.
Because I didn't tell her that I
Yes.
bought her a ticket. So there were 4 tickets total. Courtney decided she didn't want to go. So I took my brother, his girlfriend, and his best friend. We get there. We're in line. Get up to the front. He goes, "All right, I need to see your IDs." And I was like, I mean, sure, here you go. But then none of the rest of them had an ID because they're 16. So, wait, today is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
I think it's Logan's birthday.
Oh.
Unless that's next week. I don't know. I know it's on a Tuesday.
Well, happy
Anyway.
birthday or early birthday, Logan.
Anyway, he just goes, you have to be 18 to come in. And I'm like, really? Like, it seemed like he was kidding at first. I was like, haha, funny joke. Like, all right, guys, let's go. And he's like, no, it's always been like that. And I'm like I've ever been here before. I don't fucking know.
Right? We're not from Madison.
No. And so, yeah, so we drove like the hour and a half, 2 hours to Madison, get parked on some sketchy side street.
No. That's the worst.
Anyway, we had to go back to the car. And so we sat in the car for a bit, just like trying to figure out what to do. They were all encouraging me to go to the show without them and just like leave them in the car or whatever. I was like,
like some abandoned pets in the car.
And I was just like, I really don't want to do that. Like, I would feel really, really bad. And they're like, no, it's your favorite band. Like, go. So we found first we found a Taco Bell that I was going to bring them to. It said on the map that it may require some walking to get to. And I was like,
What?
huh? Let's go find this place, whatever. So we're going down this street and it comes to like this 5-point intersection.
Oh, no.
And I was just gonna like pick a way and go. And I got into the middle of the intersection and realized that all of them said, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. And I'm like, why would you just dead end at a bunch of one, I don't know if they were one-way streets or if they were just walking only streets.
That sounds like an actual nightmare.
It felt like it. So I was like, fuck. And I'm like trying to turn the car around.
I would be
and
like, what do I do? Just
That's
stop in the middle.
But anyway, so I'm like, fuck that. We're not going to Taco Bell. Find somewhere else. And they're like, all right, there's a McDonald's not too far down this road. And I was like, all right. So I drop them off at McDonald's, give them some money so they could eat, and then try to get back to the venue, which was like another 10 minutes after all of this. I get back because there were 3 bands, right? There was Belmont, there was Capstan, and there was Tiny Moving Parts.
Oh, really?
Since Belmont was listed first, I figured they would be going first.
Typically, that's how that goes.
But I park on that same old sketchy side street, and I walk back to the venue, and I go in. Or no, I'm like coming up to the venue, like walking. You have to walk like around this building. And I hear them playing.
No.
And I'm like, did I really just miss their whole set?
Oh, my God.
And I go in. Like, it's packed. So I go up on the balcony, and I'm just, like, standing along the railing. Like, not the front railing, but, like, the stairway railing. So it was, like, against my back. And they played, like, 3 more songs.
Ugh.
And then that was it.
What a disaster.
And then I went downstairs and bought a fanny pack. Because, of course.
They had a fanny pack?
Yeah, they had a fanny pack. It's in my car. I'll show you later.
Yes.
So, yeah, then I drove back to McDonald's. And I went in. And they were all sitting there. They had bought a 40-piece nugget and drinks. So I order. I just wanted a vanilla latte with a cookie.
Solid.
That was all I wanted. I waited 20 fucking minutes for a latte and a cookie.
That's a latte waiting.
Yes. Yes, it was. Yeah, so I finally got my cookie and my latte.
Why did it take so long?
I don't know. They didn't know how to prioritize orders or something because...
I guess. That
Jesus
seems like one you could
Christ.
whip up pretty quick.
It's literally, I could see the cookies. And then, like, all you gotta do is make a latte at the McCafe machine. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how
that's
long
all.
that takes at McDonald's, but it doesn't seem like it would take too long.
No, it takes like 30 seconds to make the latte. So, yeah. I finally got my latte. And then the 3 of them were like, let's not take the highway back.
Oh,
and
children. No.
Okay.
Oh, children, no.
Why not? And they were like, because, what was their reason? I don't even remember what their reason was. So we ended up taking these country roads back. Logan was freaking out for some reason. He was like not feeling the back roads at all. He was like, we're going to get shot. And I'm like, you're not going to get shot in a cornfield.
You might.
You could also get shot on the highway.
This is very true. Wasn't there somebody just shooting at cars on 90?
I think so, yeah. So anyway, we go to my house just to show them where I live. And Dad was home, which was weird. It was like a Tuesday night, I think.
Is he usually working?
He's usually not home during the week.
Oh.
He leaves on Mondays and comes back on Fridays usually.
Oh. Okay.
He's a truck driver. So yeah, I was like, this is where I live. Ta-da. Like, we didn't get out of the car or nothing. I just drove in a circle around my
Your
driveway.
Dad's like, what the fuck? Did you tell him it was you?
It was late as fuck. He was asleep in his room. But yeah, then I dropped Lex off, dropped Logan off, and then came back home. And then the next day, neither Lex nor Eddie went to school.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, come on, you didn't even go to the concert.
Guys.
Like, I know you're usually up at this time anyway.
Right, you're teenagers. What time did you get home?
It's like 12:30, maybe 1.
Guys.
It was really not that
Come
bad. It was
on.
not that bad.
Come on. That's why they wanted to take the back roads. They wanted it to be as late as possible so they didn't have to go to school.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I bought 3 tickets to a concert that they couldn't go to.
Like, I feel bad you had to go through that alone, but I'm also really happy I wasn't there
Yes.
because
No, I'm glad you weren't there either.
I would have been so mad.
Yes. I was just, I don't know. I was fuming I was sad. I was
Yep.
upset.
I would have been real mad at first, and then I would have just been like, all right, well, this is our life
That's
now.
kind of what I did.
At least it wasn't like your first time seeing
Oh,
them.
God. That would have been an actual fucking nightmare.
Even though the first time we did see them was kind of a nightmare. Because
Was that at
Cobra has
the
shit
Cobra? Was that
sound
Cobra?
System. Yeah.
I don't understand how they can still be like a viable music venue.
And so many bands go there.
I don't get it. Like the sound sucks.
Yeah.
You can't hear
Especially
anything.
if you're close.
Yes.
So if you want to be close to the stage and like enjoying that experience, you're not going to be able to hear anything because you're just going to hear noise.
Just so much noise.
But if you want to stand back, maybe it's better.
and the floor is all uneven and uncomfortable
it's
to
so
stand on.
uncomfortable. You're
And
just in pain by the end of it.
yeah, and you couldn't even hear the music you were there for, and it's just the whole thing.
That's bad.
The whole thing's bad.
The one
They did have good. What did we have? French fries or cheese curds? Or something else?
I think both, actually. When we went with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was Tots.
Oh, I think it was Tots. I could go for some Tots.
The Bottom Lounge has better Tots, though.
That's true.
They have real good Tots.
They do. They do.
It's just such a superior way to eat a potato.
Absolutely. Like French fries are okay. Sure. I will eat French fries any day.
I won't turn them down.
I will not. But if you offer me a choice between French fries and tater tots,
Tots all day.
Tots.
Tots all day.
Tots.
Yeah. I had the new Wendys Fries.
Oh, did you? Please,
Yes.
please do tell of
Since
your review.
When we were at the IceHogs game, I was just like, I want some fucking Wendys.
Because they keep having commercials for them.
They
so
really
that's,
do, like-
that's how it works.
Yeah, brand new fries, better than McDonald's. So Wendy's used to have the best fries of fast food places. Like when we were growing up,
Okay.
they had the best fries, and then they changed them. And I don't know why. I think it was some sort of healthier thing
Sure.
that they decided to go with. But then they kind of sucked, and they were like soggy.
They got soggy
Yeah.
so fast. Like you had to eat all of them in one handful.
Yes, which I have done. I will admit I've done that with fries.
I mean,
We've all been
sometimes
there.
you gotta.
But I don't want to be forced to do that to enjoy my fries.
Absolutely.
So the new ones are a lot better
Okay.
than that.
Do they still have the old ones? So, like, do you get
No.
a choice between? No?
No.
Okay.
I just ordered a large fry, and they gave me non-soggy ones. So
So
then-
that's good.
yeah. So they were good. I feel like they're not on par with what they were when they were the best,
Okay.
but they are a lot better than that middle section of fry that they have. So I enjoyed them. They were good. But they also changed their barbecue sauce.
What the hell?
I don't know what Wendy's is doing. They had the best fries at one point, and then they changed it. They had the best barbecue sauce, and then they changed it. Now it's
I
like
think-
tangier.
I like Culver's barbecue sauce better than anywhere else.
I usually get a burger there.
It's good just to even dip your fries in. It's tasty.
I don't recall the last time I had like chicken from Culver's. Maybe I'm gonna have to do that to try out the
I
barbecue
do like
sauce.
their tendies.
You know, for a place that was started in Wisconsin, they don't have the best cheese curds.
They really don't.
It's upsetting.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just not really a fast food place that has cheese curds that I am a huge fan of.
That's fair. What other fast food places do? I feel like maybe I saw them on the Wendy's menu when I was there,
Possibly.
but I could be totally making that up, honestly. Who else? No, you know what? It was Dairy Queen that has cheese curds.
Yeah.
I haven't had them, so I don't know how they are.
Right.
But I've also
Even
been,
beefaroo cheese curds are just like,
I didn't even know they had cheese
I'm
curds.
going to stick with my cheese fries. Thank you.
Yeah. If you get beefaroo, you gotta go cheese fry.
Absolutely. No, I want beefaroo. I haven't eaten today. No, I lied. I had a cookie on the way over here. Not out of your bag or your box. I brought one specifically for me.
Let me just open this box of cookies I brought you and steal one.
This one's mine.
I made
Tax.
these. This
It's a
is mine.
tax.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I was gonna ask if you went to McDonald's for another one and a latte. Let's see. I had a bagel from Dunkin' today and some of their hash browns.
I don't think I've ever had their hash browns.
They're okay.
Are they like handheld, like McDonald's?
No,
or
they're like little circles,
like tots?
but flat. Like flat circles.
Tots?
Yeah. It's like you had a tot and you smashed it.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Because
Okay.
it's not a tot, it's a hash brown.
I mean, fair.
They're all right.
Yeah.
They're not as good as McDonald's, but they're totally different. They're like seasoned and whatnot. I don't know. Yeah. But I was out, so I decided to get coffee there instead of coming back here and washing my coffee pot to make coffee.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's see. What have I been up to?
Have you watched anything interesting on Netflix lately?
I have been obsessed with
Buffy.
watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I have not stopped. I am on season...
Is it on Netflix or
It's on
Hulu?
Hulu.
Hulu. Do you pay for Hulu with no ads?
My sister does.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Just because I haven't gone the extra like $3 or whatever it is to do that. So I have ads on all my Hulu.
Couldn't you do the Hulu with live TV and get the sports and no ads?
I have that. It's not no ads.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Because you pay all of that for the live TV. They can't
So
just...
it's like $65 for their live TV package, which I only get for hockey.
Yeah. They can't just throw in no ads for the streaming.
Nope. You gotta
that is
pay
some
that
bullshit,
extra $5
Hulu?
or whatever.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm really glad she does. So she uses my Netflix account and I use her Hulu account.
Fair.
Because I remember when you and I were watching... What were we watching? The show. The high school show with the basketball.
One Tree Hill?
One Tree Hill. Oh my God.
I'm like, wow, that
I was like,
a lot
not
of
Friday
elements.
Night Lights. Not Friday Night Lights. The
not
other
Friday
sport. The other sport. And we were watching that on your Hulu account. And every time there's an ad, it's the same one.
Yep.
Over and
It
over.
will drive you absolutely fucking bonkers.
It will. It will. So if you want to watch Buffy, I will rewatch it. You can watch it with no ads.
I feel like I don't typically get like extra like Hulu ads during like live TV. Like so you're obviously still gonna get like the live TV commercials.
Yeah.
But they don't add like extra ads on top of that.
Thank God.
Yeah. But if you're watching just a regular show on Hulu,
it's horrible.
It's like every 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Which was totally just an estimate. But
what if it's like exactly
12 minutes?
Yeah. We're so spoiled with streaming now.
Yes.
Like I can't watch.
Do you remember how it used to take an entire overnight to download like 5 songs off of LimeWire?
I do.
I recall. Because that was traumatic.
5 songs might take a whole day.
Yes.
1 song overnight. I remember that. Just sitting in this exact room, the desk was against that wall, and I would cue it up and then go through the hallway right around to my room and go to bed. That was when we had AOL, too.
Yeah.
And I will say that the automated voice that's like, you've got mail.
You've got mail.
Yeah. I used to hit exit and then run out of the room because someone was like,
you
goodbye.
hated it?
It freaked me out. I never wanted to hear it, so I'd hit the X and then run out into the hallway.
That's adorable.
Goodbye.
That is adorable.
Don't tell me goodbye. Remember people had to pay for AOL? Oh,
yeah.
Man, those were the days. AOL Instant Messenger.
I miss that very much. But it's not the same because now we have texting, which is instant messaging.
Especially with iMessage.
Yeah.
You can't go back once you have
really
it.
can't.
How do people switch from iPhone to Android?
I don't know.
Me either. Even if you like the operating system of Android better, just solely for messaging purposes.
Honestly, I mean...
I would not be able to go back.
No.
Because having to just send, like, text messages...
It's infuriating. It's infuriating. Like, I was at the grocery store the other day, and I kept trying to text my mom, and they were going through as text messages. And I'm like, I can't tell when she's read them.
I know. The one I sent you earlier today about my dishwasher actually washing dishes came through as a green message.
I don't know why.
I was like, is she actually going to come over today or no? I guess she'll tell me.
Yeah, I mean, you said
and you're like, I'm here. I'm like, oh, okay. thought your phone died and you like fell asleep or something.
No, I don't know why it would have gone through as a text messages. Text messages.
As a text message.
As a text messages.
Yeah, my dad is the only person that I regularly talk to that doesn't have an iPhone. It drives
You
me
need
nuts.
to convince them.
I've tried.
I know.
Very hard.
I've tried to convert my brothers. And they're like, but there's so much more customization in Android. I'm like, okay.
You'll like that
worth
as a
it.
teenager?
It's just not worth it.
It's really not. Just customize the shit on your computer
Right.
if you're that.
Yeah.
But now you can have like widgets and shit on an iPhone. What else do you need, really?
Exactly.
Some people do cool stuff like changing the whole layout of their buttons and all that. I just don't,
I don't have the energy for that.
No. I would get halfway through it.
Uh-huh.
And then I'd get distracted and never go back to it. So it would be a half-finished project like every other fucking thing that I do. So
Same.
just give me the normal iPhone thing with my iMessage. It took me a while to change to iPhone.
It did.
I don't remember why I finally did. I know I had to upgrade, and then I was like, you know what? iPhone. Maybe it was the camera.
Possibly.
Because that was before the Androids caught up in quality.
Uh-huh.
And I think I just wanted iMessage. And I had a Mac
Yeah.
already. I just don't know how people
Did
go
Amanda have an iPhone?
Yes.
But
That
you
was
didn't switch over until you guys broke up, right?
correct. So it was 2016
when
I finally got an iPhone. That tells you how long it took me to convert to iPhone. It was 2016.
I switched in 2012? Maybe 2013? Definitely one of those years. I only switched because of Jack.
That sounds so long ago.
It was 10 years ago.
Shut your face hole. But not actually, because that's not good for
It's
podcasting if you're not speaking.
If I just have to sit here, listen to you talk to yourself.
No, I don't want to listen back to that.
Okay. So a few years ago, I know I told you, or at least I told Twitter,
I probably forgot.
about this show called In the Dark.
Totally forgot.
I watched it when the first season first came out, and it was honestly one of the most well-made shows I'd ever seen.
Really?
Yes. And now they have 3 seasons.
Oh.
And I didn't know that they had released others. So my mom and I are almost done with season 2 now. I don't think it's ever going to be as good as the first season was, but it's still a really, really good show.
What's it on?
Netflix.
What's it about?
It is about a blind woman who, her teenage best friend gets murdered, and she tries to solve who did it and why and all that. It's not like a mystery show. I mean, it is, but it's not.
You know, I think I might have scrolled past that.
Yeah, it's been on like the trending on Netflix
Yeah.
or whatever for the past week or two, but yeah, I'm really excited about that because I love this show very much.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was any good or not, so now I'll have to watch that once I'm done with Buffy.
How many seasons are there in Buffy?
7.
7.
So I'm almost done, and that's fairly upsetting. That's been my, like, escape for the past few weeks.
It has.
And with all of those old shows, they have so many episodes per season.
I love it. I love it so much.
It's not like the newer streaming shows where it's like 13 episodes
You're
per
lucky
season.
if you get 13.
Right. It's 23, 22 or 23. That was
Something
like the
like
standard. Yeah. So it takes a while to get through, which is kind of daunting at the beginning.
Yeah.
But if you really like the show, you're like,
Right,
this is
exactly.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially since they're like 45 minutes long. So it's not like an hour
I love
and a half.
that. That's just...
Yeah. And I didn't know. I'm kind of mad that nobody told me how great this show was
Buffy?
before. Yeah. Like, why am I just now figuring this out at 28? Like, so many years after it was already on. Nobody told me. And I'm kind of mad. Like, 20-something years later.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. And then I got hooked, and now I can't stop watching. And I'm highly invested. And I can't stop. I'm addicted.
So, like, last week or the week before,
Mm-hmm.
I had a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
I take my brother to school every morning.
Mm-hmm.
I asked my mom if she could do it because I could not open my eyes.
It's kind of hard to drive if you can't open your eyes.
Uh-huh. And she was in meetings. So I got up hella late and had to take him. And he was like 2 minutes late, but they shut the doors at 9 o'clock. So, like, you have to be buzzed in and you have to go to the office and get a pass and all that bullshit. So normally that'll get you, like, a ding towards detention.
Mm-hmm. Really? 2 minutes?
If you're not there by 9.
Dude,
So-
these schools.
So I walk him to the door,
Mm-hmm.
and we go out to the security thing, and I'm, like, trying to figure out, like, look, this wasn't his fault. It was my fault. I have a migraine. Like, I don't feel good. I got up super late.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get here on time. I'm sorry. And she's like, and what's your name? And I tell her, and she, like, looks it up in the computer. She's like, I'm not seeing you. And I'm like,
What?
I'm not a student. I am 29. I'm his sister. She's like, oh, go to the office. I was like, you really think I'm in fucking middle school? Middle school, not even high school. Middle school.
Oh my god.
I forgot to tell you about that.
Oh my god. That is hilarious.
I was like, I didn't even know what to say at that point. I was like, I don't know.
Like, I know you're short.
I know,
but I don't think you look like a middle schooler.
I don't either. And, like, I got all this. And I just,
Right?
Like, oh, I guess I was wearing a mask.
Oh, true. You can't see the piercings
Yeah.
and such.
But still,
Middle school.
middle school. I don't want to go back to middle school.
No.
Please, God, don't.
No.
Mm-mm.
That was an awkward time for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm.
Middle school.
I started middle school wearing all sorts of light colors,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended middle school wearing black.
Were you allowed to do that?
I mean, not really. Outside of school.
Oh, okay.
And under my uniform.
Of course.
Yeah, since I was one of those private school kids for middle school,
Yeah, you were.
thankfully. Transitioned to public school for high school. If I hadn't, I never would have met you.
And this wouldn't be a thing.
That's that. I'm stuck.
Words.
I just short circuited. It's like we just erased time, and now I don't know who I am anymore. It's very strange to think about things like that.
Yes.
Like, if I hadn't done this,
Uh-huh.
this wouldn't happen.
Absolutely. Freaks me out. I get stuck in, like, loops
Right?
of that. Like, what if I had done this differently? What if that would have happened?
Right?
It's like, ah.
You could just go on forever thinking
Yeah,
those
infinite
things.
possibilities, man.
Like, if I hadn't switched schools, my life would be completely
So different.
different. Just from switching schools. Same town.
Yeah.
Never left Rockford. Just different school.
Mm-hmm.
So different.
So different. So very different.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Do you guys ever think about your high school years? Because I don't like to.
No. High school was not a good time, but I feel like middle school was worse.
Yeah. I feel like it was too, but I think that's just the age that you are.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a bad time for
Right,
everybody.
like 11 through 13.
Well, yeah, for you. Because didn't you have 6th grade as middle school as well?
What?
Wasn't 6th grade middle school for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
6th, 7th,
not
8th.
in private. Well, it wasn't for me at Lutheran. It was just 7th and 8th.
Interesting.
Yeah, everybody thinks that's weird when I tell them
It's
that.
a little odd.
Yeah.
Like you only have 2 years of middle school?
Yeah, so the K through 6 was at the elementary school. And then, since it's a private school and rather small, the middle school was at the high school.
Okay.
So, like, you have 7th and 8th graders just going to school in the same building as freshmen through seniors.
So why wouldn't that just be included in high school?
I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't have the middle school at the elementary school.
Right.
Maybe because they want to teach you how to be an adult, so you're going to learn from fucking high schoolers.
Do not listen to high schoolers
No.
about how to live your life.
Remember how they always seemed like so old
Yeah.
when you were like in elementary school?
Yeah.
Because thinking about that now,
Oh boy.
no, don't let high schoolers make decisions, especially 15-year-old high schoolers.
No.
Nobody should be
No,
able
no,
to make any decisions when they're 15. 15-year-olds need to be locked in cages until they have their next birthday, and then they can be set free. Because nobody makes good decisions at 15. I don't know what it is about that age. 15. It's not
That's
right
the
when
one.
you become a teenager. It's
Nope.
13. It's
Nope.
not when you
Right in
can
the middle there.
have your own license at 16. It's 15. The worst year
So bad.
for teenagers. 15.
So bad.
Tell us, please, what you did as a 15-year-old, especially if it ruined your life.
Please. Please.
Because I feel like everybody remembers something they did at 15.
Right.
And with like Sierra and Angus when they turned 15, and then your brothers, we told all of them, don't make decisions when you're
don't.
15.
Just don't.
You will screw something up at 15.
Exactly.
And what did all of them do?
Fucking make decisions.
We still have one to go.
I don't want to
Your youngest brother,
I know.
he hasn't eclipsed that number yet.
No, he's
Is he 14 yet, or is he 13?
13. He just turned 13 in
right.
September.
I never get his age exactly right. I always think he's younger, and I think it's because he's always just going to be a baby to me.
Yes, absolutely.
Since your mom was pregnant when we met, or was it the year after?
He was born when I was 16, so that was sophomore year.
Yes.
But she might have been pregnant during
Well,
freshman year.
let's see here. If he was born in September,
Uh-huh.
what's 9 months before that?
September is the 9th month.
January.
Yeah, so December, January. somewhere in there.
December, January of
That would have been
year.
freshman year, yeah.
And
That's when we
I'm
met.
folding in on myself. Because that's around the time we really started, like, talking and becoming good friends. It was, like, Christmas
December,
time.
yeah.
We prompted Ian to be conceived.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I was trying to find some correlation, but I don't know how
No.
that...
No.
No. So we met in biology class. Well, technically English.
But
But we really met in biology class.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the same favorite color, which you've since changed, and I'm rather salty about it.
hey, I still love red.
Yeah, but it's not your favorite color anymore.
I don't know what my favorite color is. I like teal, I like orange, I like red.
now teal is in the mix
That's
too?
not new.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Because last I knew your favorite color was orange, and now there's teal.
I just said
I don't
like
know
teal.
anything
I
about
like,
your
Come on now. You know I have to get my belly button tattooed in 2 days.
But I don't know your favorite color.
I don't either.
I know all about your belly button, but I don't know your favorite color.
I don't either.
Mine has remained consistent.
It has.
Red.
Yes.
But yeah, we were put in one of those like icebreaker groups when you're a freshman. They do it really every
Who do
year.
we have it with? Freeburg?
Yeah, yeah. And one of the questions was, "What's your favorite color?" We
There it
had the
was.
same favorite.
We both
color.
liked Skillet too. Don't forget that.
I tend to. I tend to.
Oh, good old Christian rock.
Why were there so many
So many
Christian rock bands
Oh, I don't know.
back in the day?
Flyleaf. There was fuck Flyleaf.
I liked them so very much.
I did too until she became like a raging homophobic who thinks that we need to go to therapy to get converted.
Well, she did,
So she believes in it?
I guess,
Okay.
because she was, or at least had a girlfriend, I want to say,
Yeah.
and then went to some sort of
Conversion
therapy and then became all bad.
Yeah. If you're not gay, you're bad.
That's what they do. I feel like they just like beat that into you and think that they're like making you not gay, but they're just manipulating your brain so that you think it's all bad, but then you just hate yourself.
Yeah. Nope. It don't work. It's not a thing.
No.
I mean, it's a thing, but it's not.
It's a thing. But yeah,
Shouldn't be a thing.
I used to love Flyleaf. I
Yeah.
named my car Lacey because of
You
her.
did.
And then we destroyed that earlier this year.
Whoops.
I haven't named my new car yet.
No?
Nothing is released yet.
It's such a different color of red than your car,
Mm-hmm.
than Lacey.
It is. It's really nice.
It's like
It's more of a raspberry.
more of like a,
It's
yeah.
a little darker.
I don't know if I would call it maroon.
No,
It's not that dark.
maybe a deeper red.
Yeah. No, burgundy I feel has like that purple tinge.
Yeah.
Huh. What other kinds of red are there?
I don't know. Because it's not super bright like our team colors.
Right. It's
It's darker than that. I don't know that there's a good...
I don't see a good comparison.
Let me just drive my car up here real quick. Park it in the studio. Yeah. But yeah, why were there so many Christian rock bands?
I don't know.
Because Flyleaf, Skillet, and Berlin.
Oh, right.
And
Blocked them out.
there were more. Switchfoot.
Oh.
Huh. I know there were significantly more. That was my dishwasher.
Oh, I was like, what is going on with your cat? Baby, come here.
There's a demon in my kitchen. Just
Oh,
growling.
Lord.
I've watched too much Buffy that's now coming out of the screen. When did I start that? It was only a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
It
very
was
long ago.
between... I feel like I wasn't watching it when we last recorded.
No.
And now I'm on season 6. So that shows you I can't stop watching it. I was just watching at night, like after the hockey was over. And then last week I got my booster COVID shot on Wednesday. And then I decided to use that as an excuse to do absolutely nothing until today, which is Monday.
Hey, I'm here for it. I'm with it.
And so I started watching Buffy all day. And that's how I'm now on season 6. But now if I'm not watching it, I feel like I need to be. So it's become an addiction.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. But the side effects from that shot were rather interesting. So for my first shot, I just had a sore arm and was tired, but it all went away fairly quickly. Second shot, again, sore arm, but then I had like tingly skin, which was very, very strange. And it was rather uncomfortable. So it was like I was being tickled, but it wasn't ticklish feeling. It was just tingly.
Ew.
But like Tylenol helped, and I slept it off mostly. And that was gone the next day as well. This time, my lymph nodes in my left armpit, because I got the shot on the left side, swelled up. And it was so fucking painful.
Why can't our lymph nodes just behave?
Right? Like you had the ones in your
my
neck.
jaw here.
Yeah. And then my fucking armpit, it's still swollen. It's not sore anymore. Like I can still feel it. But you know how like when you get a new tattoo and it like swells up, you can kind of feel your skin like moving if you lay certain ways. Yeah, when I'm laying on my side, I can feel my armpit like hanging because it's
Got flappy armpits or what?
not really. That's just like the feeling that it gets because the swelling and gravity. Yeah, it's really gross. Like, I woke up Thursday because I got the shot Wednesday, and my arm was a little sore. It wasn't bad. And my armpit kind of hurt a little. I was like, all right, that makes sense. It's all in the same area. And then by, like, midday, I was like, I can't move my arm because this hurts so bad. So I put ice on it and took Tylenol, and that was helping. But, yeah, that sucked. And then I looked at it in the mirror later.
I saw your tweet.
Yeah. And it was visibly swollen. I was like, that's really gross.
That's not cute at all.
That's gross. And you can still see it, but thankfully it's not sore anymore. Yeah. But I will take that. I'm just glad I don't get any of, like, the being sick side effects.
Dude, the second shot knocked me the fuck down.
Really?
I felt like shit.
Ooh.
Everything hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I had a fever. I had a headache. I don't remember what else. I just felt like I couldn't move.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad.
That's crazy.
And it lasted for almost 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get feverish with any of the 3. I didn't get nauseous. I felt kind of like meh.
Yeah.
And just generally gross. But the worst thing was the armpit. And, like, my arm was sore at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, I could feel it all the way down. It was, like, in my fingers.
Right. My mom got her booster shot.
Mm-hmm.
And her arm is still sore, like, 2.5 weeks later. Like,
really?
Not where she got the shot, but, like, down on her forearm.
That's strange.
Yeah. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah. It's weird how the shot affects people differently, even if you get the same one.
Right.
It's like, you got Pfizer, right? Yeah, so did I.
So did she.
And I decided to get that for my booster as well.
So is the booster only open to certain people, or?
If it's been 6 months, and at least this is in Illinois, if it's been 6 months and you are over 65, if you are an adult 18 over, and basically everybody qualifies, but, like, they have restrictions on it. But if your BMI is over 25, you qualify. If you work in, like...
BMI is bullshit. Fuck BMI.
It is. And I told them mine was over 25, and it's, like, 23. But, like, just give me the
I don't want to know my BMI at this point.
Like, don't you want people to just have the shot? Just fucking give it to me. It's been over 6 months. It's been 7 months when I got it.
Got mine in May, I think.
May,
was it March?
June, July, August, September, October, November. You'd be 6 months if it was May. If you work in a high exposure or high danger environment, basically everybody qualifies. They didn't question me at all for the first 2 shots, but then for my booster, she was like, "Are you a healthcare worker?" I was like, "No." Like, "Do you work in a school or anything?" And I was like, "No." "Do you have any underlying health conditions?" I was like, "Well, I was told I qualify because of BMI and depression." She was like, "Okay," and then went and got the shot.
BMI and depression. Oh,
cool.
Man.
Good to know it's got something good going for me. Gets me the booster shot. So I got that done since we last recorded. What else have I done? Been watching Buffy and getting boosted pretty much.
I've taken steps towards what I want to do.
Yeah?
But I haven't done the thing yet.
Is that working on the blanket?
Yes. The one for my dad.
Yeah.
I wanted to have it done by Christmas.
Hey, there is still time. There is over a month.
Well, then I need to actually take it out of the bag, which it hasn't left since probably March or April.
I mean, yeah.
I see the bag. I'm like, there it is. And I bring it with me to where I'm sitting. There it is.
That's step one.
I know. I'm proud of myself. I grabbed the bag. I touched the bag.
That is very important.
I touched the bag. I brought the bag to me.
Now you have to touch the blanket.
In the bag.
Yes, that can be like the intermediate step there.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got to just touch the blanket.
Touch
Maybe
the
if you touch the yarn, you'll be like, I want to play with this.
Okay.
Because that's what happens to me. I'm like, ooh, yarn. And then I'm like, let me crochet something. But if I like just ignore it, I'm like, and then I just forget about it.
Yeah.
But then I touch the yarn. I'm like, I want to do things. So maybe you just have to touch it.
Okay. I'll try to touch the blanket.
Yes. While you're watching In the Dark.
I can't watch that without my mom, though.
Well, while you're watching it with her. And
I've just been watching YouTube by myself.
So you have gone back to watching YouTube then?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm not, like, I don't always watch my subs.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
But I'm consuming something.
It's still content. You wanted to be consuming content.
I did, and I'm doing that. Whether it be YouTube or TikTok.
I still have not downloaded TikTok.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to ruin your life.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just watch the ones I send you.
I'm already addicted to Buffy. I don't need to be addicted to TikTok as well.
Just watch the ones I send you and we'll be good.
Yes. Have you listened to podcasts?
No.
That's the next content step.
Yeah.
Maybe if you listen to podcasts, it will prompt you to crochet.
See, yes. The problem is that I like to be caught up on things. So if I've missed like a year and a half worth of a show, that's a lot. That's daunting. That's a lot to throw myself into.
But the longer you put that off,
I know, the longer the time becomes.
Yes.
And the more daunting that is.
Yes.
So I need to do it.
I deal with that myself because I also like to be caught up on things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get ruthless and I'm just like, delete. And then I don't get caught up and I just listen to the newer ones. But that's not typically, like, it's not necessarily people that I like listening to. It's just podcasts that I like listening to. So, like, I can do it with some hockey podcasts, but I can't do that with, like, the SDP.
Right.
Because I like listening to Steve and Adam and Jesse. But, like, sometimes for 32 Thoughts now it is. If I get super behind on that, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I can do it that way.
Speaking of hockey, we've recorded for an hour now and haven't spoken a word.
Yeah, so since we last recorded, shit's happened.
So much.
Let's see.
So much.
Stan Bowman was fired. Al McIsaac was fired. Jeremy Colleton was fired. And Derek King was called up to the NHL, and they're 3-0.
Because, of course. In his interviews.
Yeah.
Interviews with the Blackhawks.
Okay.
He is a completely new person. Because you watch the shit he says during those interviews and all of the reviews from the players about him. And he's like your ideal guy. Like, that's what you want. What the fuck happened between Rockford and Chicago?
I could not tell you. And I feel like they're winning just to spite us. I told my dad that on Friday. That was the last time they played. It was on his birthday. They won for his birthday. And once they won that game, I was like, they're winning just to spite me. Because it's horrible.
Yeah.
We suffered
so
through 3 seasons of a Derek King coached IceHogs team.
Yeah.
The whole time we've had this podcast, you can go back and listen from the beginning. We have not liked the guy. Well, Derek King as a human, fantastic.
Sure,
he's
whatever.
a great guy.
I don't know all that, but sure.
From everything that I've heard.
I'm sure he's fine.
Probably have met him. Never had an actual conversation with him. But from everything I heard, he's a fantastic human being.
Okay.
So, great. That's not
awesome.
what we're talking about.
No.
It's Derek King, the coach. And it's been horrible.
So bad.
In Rockford. And now suddenly everybody's in love with him. And we look fucking crazy.
We do, because he's totally different. Something changed. Go back and watch his IceHogs interviews. Different guy, dude.
Like, we're not playing well. Really?
What can we do to fix it? Play better.
Thanks. Are you going to actually tell them that on the bench, or are you just going to stand there and not say anything?
He never moved behind the bench. He stood there with his arms crossed and never said a thing.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't either, and I'm glad for them. Whatever.
The Hawks?
Yeah, they I don't know if they deserved a better coach, but...
Well, like, all of the players, sans too, really.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I just have a hard time calling myself a fan of the Blackhawks anymore.
Yeah, I've tried many a time to write out all of my feelings about that because there's this block in my brain where if I don't, it's hard for me to talk about them. And so I've tried to write it out a bunch of times. I've deleted it every single time. So I sat in front of my camera last night and recorded. The raw footage was like 59 minutes. I haven't cut it down yet. There's many minutes in there of me just staring off into space because I don't know what to say. And they made me cry on camera again. And I'm getting really sick of this fucking team making me cry on camera for bad reasons. Well, one last year was good because they won. And that was rather emotional because Bagel with the overtime winner in Nashville. That was nice. But getting very sick of this team doing that. So I did that. And I don't feel like I really got anywhere. I said I was going to treat it as like a solo podcast episode to where I'm just talking instead of like the high energy,
right?
Like normal normal solo videos.
Right.
And I think in doing so, I just ended up talking in circles like I typically do on the podcast.
I mean, it's hard not to. Everything loops back around. Everything connects. And it just, there's only so much you can say about it.
Yeah.
Because, yes, quote unquote, your team is making you feel like shit. And it's not even about the product on the ice. Like,
right.
It's everything else.
And it's so entirely frustrating. And I'm not going to sit here and say people that can just move on are wrong.
Right.
There's definitely factions of those people who are wrong that are just like
absolutely.
Dismissive.
Yeah.
But if you aren't dismissive of what happened and just want to watch hockey again, I'm not going to hate on you for that because I am very envious.
I would love to just watch hockey again.
Yeah. But there are a lot of people who can't do that. And it's weird to come to terms with, but also frustrating, going back to what I was saying, because they have the team on the ice now, minus two players.
Minus Kane and Taves, of
is
course.
Entirely different.
They were like 10 years old when this happened.
Exactly.
Like these other players they're babies. Like,
exactly.
They weren't there for the 2010, 2011 season. Like,
right. And then the front office, completely different.
Yeah,
and
now.
Yeah, now. And Rocky and
gone.
Danny did the right thing once the investigation report came out, which also happened since we last recorded, which is why
we haven't recorded.
We were going to record the night after that, but then that night, sorry, I moved away from the microphone, was when Kyle Beach did his interview. And
yeah, we watched that together here.
And then John came over and watched the game with us. And
that was cool.
We were all going to record, but then we all just kind of said, nope, not going to do that. So we just hung out instead, and that was
nice.
That was a lot nicer. Yeah, so that's really been why we haven't recorded, because it's... I don't know about you, but it just took everything out of me.
Oh, 1,000%, yes.
Yeah. And so I didn't want to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I can talk about why it bothers me and why I feel like I can't be a fan of this team right now. But I don't feel like that benefits anybody.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I am also a survivor of many things. So I don't want to take up any of the space for Kyle Beach or John Doe 2 or any of them. I mean, I just don't feel like... I can tell you why, but I don't know where I'm going with this.
I think I kind of understand because I feel the same way, but in a different way. Because I have been fortunate enough to not have to deal with anything of the sort. But just purely from a fan perspective and being a fan of this team and being upset about it and feeling hurt by what happened.
Absolutely.
It's hard to feel like there is a space for that because Kyle and John Doe 2 and Black Ace 1 and anybody else that we don't know about deserves so much attention.
Absolutely.
It's hard to feel like there's a space there, but there is. Both of us would tell anybody else feeling this way that there is space for you.
Absolutely.
And your feelings. So it's just hard to come to terms with.
Yeah.
Because it affects a lot of people
absolutely.
Different ways, and that's totally valid. And it's just hard to, I guess, feel like your feelings are important when you want to have all of that focus on Kyle and the others.
Yes.
But at the same time, if you don't talk about it, and it doesn't have to be like in a public forum or anything like this, but if you don't talk about it, it's not going to do any good for anybody either. So I've tried to talk about it because some people can't, and that's totally fine as well. And I want to have maybe some words that people can relate with if they don't feel comfortable talking about it. So I tried to do that last night, but I just talked in circles again and didn't come to any sort of resolution because I don't think there is one.
Right, exactly. Like, what is the possible resolution?
Yeah.
I mean, they fired everybody they needed to fire. So it should feel like it's taken care of and is done or whatever. But, like, it's never going to be done for Kyle Beach. It's never going to be done for John Doe. It's never going to be done for Black Ace. And so...
That's a really good way to put it.
It's hard to even praise them for doing anything that they've done.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, yeah, Stan's gone. Yeah. Jeremy's gone. Yeah, everybody from the office. I mean, Jeremy wasn't part of that, but everybody from the office is gone. So I'm sure they hoped that that would just be it. And they wouldn't have to deal with it anymore.
I'm sure they felt that way when they fired Aldrich back in 2010.
Absolutely, yes. So it's just hard to talk about for every reason in the book. And we could literally sit here for like 5 hours and just talk in circles. Because
1000%.
Because there's nowhere to exit the circle.
No.
There's no...
This is not a roundabout. It's just a circle.
It's just a fucking circle. That's it. So... And it's not that I don't want to talk about it. I mean, for the past couple of weeks, it's been that I couldn't talk about it. I had to work that out in my own therapy.
You did?
But I did.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Truly.
But... Yeah, I don't know where to enter the circle, and I feel like it's, once you enter it, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to keep going in that loop. Yeah, so that's kind of what this has been.
Yeah, and from my perspective, talking about it feels selfish in a way.
How so?
So not like talking about the facts and like what happened and all of that, but like talking again from a fan perspective, it feels selfish for me, which again, I would tell anybody else, you're not.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, like, I'm just a fan of the team. Nothing happened to me. And then if I don't know.
But
and then if I try to talk about it, it's like, oh, I'm just doing it to make myself feel better.
But it needs to be talked about.
Right.
It doesn't really matter the intent of it being talked about. It just, as long as it's being talked about, I feel like it's a good thing.
Absolutely. And I would agree with that, except for when it's
except
myself.
For yourself, absolutely.
Because that's what we do to ourselves.
We sure do.
So it's been hard for me to try to work through that. And I should have worked through that in therapy, but guess who did not do that?
It's hard, man.
It is. It is. My therapist was on vacation for a lot of that, too. So
I think my therapist might be on vacation today. I'm supposed to meet with her at 2, but I know one of the weeks in November she was off, and it wasn't Thanksgiving week, which is next week, right?
And it wasn't last week.
And it wasn't last week.
It might be this week.
It might be today.
Yeah, then she got back and she was asking me about hockey, and I was like, oh,
you know,
they're losing. She was like, I thought I heard something about the team. I was like, yeah, you probably did. Was it sexual assault? She's like, you know what? Maybe it was. I was like, yeah, that's a thing that's happened. And that's all I said. Because I don't work through things in therapy. I just have a therapist that I talk to.
I could be your therapist.
You're more than she is, and it's saying nothing about her. It's all me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we've had a hard time talking about it. But they did the things there, fired people, and then the coaching change, and now the Blackhawks.
Jeremy was the coach for 3 years to the day.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
How are you gonna fire the guy on the 3-year anniversary he was hired? And they've won 3 straight games.
Yeah, for Derek King.
And all the players love him.
Yep. They want to play for him. They want to do good for him.
You see, and we knew that he was a player's coach, right? Because he's the nice guy, and
sure,
everybody likes him. Because, again, Derek King, the human, great. But these guys want to play for him. What were the IceHogs doing? Because they certainly were not doing that.
I do not know that answer.
They were not playing for him.
They were not playing at all.
No, they were losing a lot.
A lot.
They're currently last in the division.
Tied for last.
Oh, tied for last.
Unless Milwaukee won or lost the game. They were tied for last on Friday. I know that much.
I don't know if Milwaukee has won a game or not. They were tied for last when I recorded the video about it, too. They've just been following each other.
I think they were 0-6-2. No. 2-6-1 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then once Derek King was called up, the IceHogs are now 1-2-1 since then.
Since then? Yeah, I think so.
Because they won the one game on that Sunday that we went to. They lost the night before.
Right.
And then they lost in overtime on Wednesday. And then they lost the game on Friday.
I'm glad you weren't there.
Me too.
For every reason. Because, not that I didn't want you there.
I know what you mean.
I mean, they were not playing well at all. Like, it did not. Have you gotten a chance to watch the game yet?
No, I've been scared.
You should.
Especially from what you were telling me about it.
They looked like they had no idea what they were doing. Like, they weren't even trying. It was weird as fuck. Because, like, usually you can tell they're at least trying a little bit.
They're trying to do something. Usually doesn't work.
Right.
But they try.
You could but I don't know what happened on Friday. It was so bad. And, of course, it was against Chicago.
Of course it was.
And
Chicago.
it's always Chicago. So, yeah, there was that. And then it was extremely loud. Like, all of the speakers were turned way up to an uncomfortable sound level.
Ugh,
People left because of it.
really?
Yes.
Oh.
Not only that, there were quite a few people there because it was a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe 20% of the people were wearing their mask. I was so uncomfortable.
So, for those of you who aren't IceHogs fans, the masks are required
Yep.
inside of the BMO. For the Blackhawks games, you have to be vaccinated or have a negative test, and also masks are required. But it's only masks in Rockford.
I don't know. Nobody. They take them off as soon as they get in, and there's no enforcement.
Nobody says
whatsoever.
anything.
Yeah, there's no enforcement at all.
And I feel... I'm
Go
sorry. I feel bad for the staff, especially the ushers. I don't blame them
Right.
necessarily, but they need to hire more people
Somebody,
or something.
Something has to be different.
Because it's not being enforced. And when we went to that Wednesday game, thankfully there weren't many people there because it's a weekday and that's just how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But there were two other people in our whole section, thankfully a few rows away. They were in EE. If you're listening, I'm calling your ass out. But you probably don't listen because I'm pretty sure you hate us.
Yeah. You don't like us very
Unless
much.
you hate listen. And we're in JJ, so we were quite a ways away, but
Yeah, like
close
6 rows or
close enough to be uncomfortable. They weren't wearing masks, and this dude was just coughing
Just hacking up a lung right
all
into
over
his
the place.
hand.
Right into his
Right
hand.
into his hand.
Putting his hands in his mouth.
Ugh.
Just all the things they tell you not to do
No
in
mask, obviously.
COVID world. Yeah. No mask. Which was really, well, it was upsetting for many a reason, namely him coughing all over the place without a mask on. But when they got up at the intermission to go into the concourse area,
That's the one.
he put a mask on. So he had one, just chose to not wear it while coughing everywhere. Thankfully, that was a week ago tomorrow, and neither of us are sick, so that's good. And obviously, we don't know if he was sick or a smoker or what. But
Either
still,
way, I really fucking wish he had been wearing a mask.
it's
And then we proceeded
inconsiderate.
to get into a fight with him on the season ticket holder page.
Pretty sure it was him.
I'm like 90.
95%.
Yeah.
95 sure. Yes. 95%
95 sure.
Just people openly mocking us.
Yeah.
For wanting others in the arena to wear a mask. And the thing that annoyed me the most about that, other than people just being obnoxious, but I'm used to that at this point, is the fact that in the season ticket holder group, there's IceHogs staff
Yeah.
in there. So these people are just openly saying they're not going to be wearing masks at the arena where it's required.
Yeah, and then I had the nerve to pull a, well, what's with all the hate? Can't we just accept other people's ideologies and
And viewpoints.
viewpoints?
I will listen to other people's ideas and other people's viewpoints. Not wearing a mask and coughing all over the place is not a viewpoint
It's not an opinion.
or an
It's not.
idea. That's you being an asshole, and that's an action, not a viewpoint or anything of the sort. That's not us disagreeing on ideologies. That's you being an inconsiderate asshole.
That one.
And I don't. I want everybody to be healthy. That's what it comes down to. I am so sick of people getting sick from COVID and dying from COVID and people not fucking caring.
Yeah. What's it called? A contractor that did Eddie's room just died from COVID.
Really? It's just fucking horrible. And people don't care.
No, because even in that little
Message
argument
thread?
that somebody, what did they say? Oh, they just decided they were done with it. Did you see that comment?
Oh, no, I didn't.
They literally said, I'm done with this COVID stuff.
Congratulations. Is it over now?
You can't do that. That's not how this works.
You don't get to decide that.
No.
That's not up to you.
No.
Whether COVID's over or not. If it was up to us, it would never have happened.
Right.
Nobody wants to be living like this.
No.
Like, yeah, it's really nice not having to smell people anymore because I can wear masks and just smell my laundry detergent. That's fantastic. But I don't want to be forced to live like that. But I'm not going to go out and potentially expose people to it if I have it and I don't know.
Right.
Because I'm vaccinated, I'm most likely not going to know I have it or have a very mild case of it. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I gave it to somebody, even if they only had a mild case of it, or even if they had a rough go of it, or maybe a mild case and then had long COVID symptoms, or, like, God forbid they die.
Right.
Those are the things I think about, and some people just don't care.
They don't care who they're hurting. They don't care what's going to happen at all. It's all about them and what they want to do right that moment.
And they don't think it's selfish.
They don't. And I don't get it.
Like, the definition of being selfish.
How can you spin this to not be selfish?
That's all it boils down to, is this is an inconvenience to you. So
It's really not. Just put on your fucking mask.
It's easy.
You can breathe, I promise.
Yep. We were both wearing 2 masks that night.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. We had KN95s and then cloth masks over it. And we could breathe perfectly fine. We're still sitting here. And I know that for some people who have medical problems where it's difficult to wear masks, I understand that. And those aren't people that I'm going to talk down
Of course.
to about all of this. It's the people willingly choosing to be an asshole and just not wear it just because. And then go on to mock people for wanting to be safe.
Right. I'll never be able to understand how they can, like you said, mock us. Like, we're literally just trying to keep people safe.
Right.
We just want everybody to be safe and have a good time. That's it.
Right.
That is all.
I want to be able to enjoy a hockey game without
Worrying. Yeah.
Without thinking about homeboy down there hacking along all over the place. I don't know what happened in that game. Because I was so preoccupied with that in the first period. And then the second period with them fighting with us on Facebook, which was stupid.
So stupid. But openly laughing at us.
In a group with IceHog staff in it. And that's not me talking bad about the staff or anything. It's just pointing out how open they are. What? I didn't even know you came in here. Hello, baby. How open they are about going against the mask requirement and how they're just not going to wear it.
Right.
And
it shouldn't be an option. Somebody needs to be enforcing this. Somebody.
Yeah, and that's where staff needs to step in.
And if somebody says, hey, put on your mask, and they say no, okay, kick them out.
You're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally the policy of the BMO. Right. Mask required.
Except when eating or drinking. And if you look around, people aren't just shoving their faces full of French fries all the time.
No.
They're just sitting there, no masks, and then every time they show the crowd on the Jumbotron...
Nobody's wearing a mask.
No, maybe 98% of people aren't. You'll see a couple of stragglers here and there that are actually wearing masks.
When's our next game?
Friday. Against the Wolves.
I was going to say, who we playing?
Again.
They better fucking figure something out between then and now. Because
So aside from the people at the games, we have been able to go back to the BMO this season and see the IceHogs play in person. How have you felt about that?
it feels fucking great to be back at the BMO in my seat. My seat make me happy.
Yes.
The IceHogs still aren't really sure about things that they're doing. They can't quite put it together. I still love being at the BMO and watching my team. Like, that will always be great. But what? I had a but. What was the but?
They need to learn how to play hockey.
Well, yeah, that'd be great if they could win some. And it make me sad when Slavin prays at center ice after every game because I feel like he's just like, please let us win. Please let us win.
It certainly seems that way. But it's not working.
Also, Colin. What?
Who?
Exactly.
Colin who? I don't know a Colin.
Mr. Delia himself hasn't dressed for a single home game.
Nope, he's only played one game this season. And I don't understand.
Not at all. Like, why are they shunning him? Like, did he do something? Are they blacklisting him?
Is he injured?
Right.
We haven't heard of any injuries.
No,
that
they
doesn't
haven't announced
necessarily
anything.
mean anything. It's just weird. I thought he would get the home opener.
Uh-huh.
He didn't. Arvid got the home opener. And then Malcolm played the next night. And it's just been those two.
Yep.
I don't think Colin's even backed up, right? Yeah, you said he hasn't
No,
dressed.
he hasn't dressed at all.
It's
It's just mind-boggling. Like, he was the fan favorite. He was supposed to be our goalie. And I understand that Malcolm is here. And Malcolm is obviously going to be getting some starts. I enjoy watching Arvid play.
yes.
He's pretty good. But
Doesn't have a home win yet.
no, he doesn't. But, like, Colin, where are you at, bud? I just wish they would tell us a reason for him not being part of it. Because, like, for the home opener,
He could have been the backup.
well, not only that, but I mean, like, the presentation that they put on before
yeah.
the game, like, they introduce every player and they all skate out on the ice. And then they're like, and not skating is Colin Delia.
Yeah, even the scratches
Hello?
like came out in their suits and whatnot.
Yeah, but not Colin. So I don't know if something is happening in his personal life with his baby or anything, or
He was at the last game.
yeah, he was down by.
I feel like he was at the one before that too. I think somebody had a photo.
yeah,
So he's
there.
which leads me to think injury.
But what?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing because they did the same thing with Wilkie, right? Like
Yeah.
before he was traded to Belleville recently. He played one game. And so we're like, oh, is he injured? No, he's played 2 games for the Senators and he has 2 points. So I don't know what they're doing, especially because whatever's on the ice isn't working. So
No, figure something out. Shit. I mean, Arvid played the game you weren't there, right?
yes.
Yes.
And he played the home opener.
Right. You can't even blame the dude for any of their losses at home so far. Like, of course, there's always going to be that goal that you should have had. But like,
Yeah. You
but
just
he's-
expect that.
exactly. That's just normal.
And
but-
he's a rookie. Like,
right. But
he's been good.
he's been good.
Malcolm's been good too.
Malcolm has definitely also been good, except for the first game he played. Was that it? When it was
The
like,
first game of the season? Or first home game?
the first game of the season.
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, that was
where
real
they
bad.
lost like 6-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was real bad.
Yeah, he won his first home game, and he played well, and then got absolutely screwed in that Wednesday game in overtime.
Oh, that in itself.
He deserved better in that game.
Oh my God, yes. And the
officiating.
The officiating.
And I hate
was
blaming officiating for
okay,
a loss.
but this was so blatantly obvious.
Yeah. Oh, it was so frustrating because they tied the game with what?
Like 17 seconds left or
Something like that. It was with the goalie pulled. So off to overtime. And then they missed a call on... Who the fuck are they even playing? The Moose? Mm-hmm. No, that was Sunday. Who the hell did they play on Wednesday? Iowa.
That's the one. That's the one.
Of course it was fucking Iowa. They always lose to Iowa. They missed a call on the Wild.
Uh-huh.
And then the Wild entered the IceHog zone. One guy was going off for a change. Wasn't off the ice yet. So it was clearly offside because he wasn't off the ice, but he was... So that was offside. They didn't call it. And then they called the IceHogs for a penalty. And I thought Malcolm was going to rip the ref's head off. But he did not do that. And instead, Iowa scored on the ensuing power play that should not have happened.
Yep.
It was...
infuriating.
Yes.
Because it's just so fucking blatant. Like, they had that game. They would have won that game. I strongly believe they would have won that game if they would have made a couple of those calls that didn't get called.
Yeah, and I feel like they missed a call on Iowa, like the shift before, too, because I know Malcolm was also mad about that.
Yes. And for
very good reason.
Absolutely.
So it's been frustrating. And just watching the team on the ice is frustrating because they've played a little better than they did on their road trip to start the season.
Except for Friday.
Yeah. But I wasn't there, so that game doesn't exist.
Okay.
We just forget about it.
You need to watch it.
I know, I will.
Suffer like I did.
I will. But they can't connect a fucking pass to save their lives.
Nah, dude. Nah.
It's either they're throwing the puck to nobody, or they're so weak on the puck that it just gets easily intercepted.
Boom, there you go.
They can't pass. Their accuracy is shit.
Oh, it's so bad.
They can't hit the net.
Even in like warm-ups when they're doing their little circles and shooting the puck, it's like not even 60% of those pucks are going in.
So I don't know.
On an empty net. Like,
yeah, with no goaltender to scare them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is.
I don't either.
Especially with the accuracy.
Right.
The passing is just really frustrating, but you could give that the excuse of not being used to your line mates yet, which this many games in, you should at least be a little more used to them. I get it's still the beginning of the season.
But we're in there.
How is it still the first 2 months of the season? Because I feel like this season has been 20 years long.
It does feel like that already.
It's been horrible. And not even just on ice stuff. Just everything this season, I'm just... I want the taxi squad back.
Watch your fucking mouth.
At least that was like predictable annoyance. Now it's unpredictable. What?
The Utica Comets haven't lost. They're 10-0.
Oh, they have... I know this. They said this on a broadcast I was listening to yesterday. They have a chance to tie the record for most wins to start the season when they play tomorrow, I want to say. They're playing Rochester, and Rochester is the team that owns that record.
Oh.
I don't know which year they did it, but yeah. Because I was watching the Marlies Wolves game on NHL Network the other day. And they mentioned that.
We're not in last anymore. We're
in
6th. Milwaukee's point percentage is .318 and ours is .350.
Wow.
We're 3-6-1.
Wow.
They are 3-7-1.
Who's first? Is it Chicago?
Of course it's Chicago.
What's their record?
7-3-1.
Oh, they've lost 2 more games. Or 3 more games. And they lost 1 in overtime. Who's in second?
Iowa. 7-3-1 also. They have the same. They're tied for first.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Then who?
Moose.
Really?
Yep. 7-5-1.
Well, they played a lot of games already.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Grand Rapids. 5-5-0.
Okay.
And then Texas. 5-6-0.
5-6-0.
And then there's us. 3-6-1. Who's the worst?
In the league?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Is it Lehigh Valley? You should be able to sort by league if you're on the AHL app.
Yeah.
It might be at the top.
Yeah, no, I think Milwaukee has the worst percentage.
Who has the least points?
Least points. It's the Gulls and... No, wait. Wait, yeah, we're looking at points. Yeah, the Gulls and Milwaukee are tied.
Really?
Least points. Yes.
Who's third least?
Third least points?
Yes.
They're in 8 somewhere. Nope. Tucson?
I thought Lehigh was doing bad, but maybe they're not doing as bad as the teams doing the worst.
Yeah, I mean, Lehigh Valley is 3-7-3.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong. They're just not as bad as the other teams.
Yeah, I mean, Milwaukee, their point percentage, 3-1-8.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Nashville did kind of trade away a bunch of players in the offseason, so maybe they called a bunch of players up.
Sorry, I didn't mean to summon you into the world of standings.
No, it's fine. I wanted to look at the NHL standings, too, because I know some of those have been strange. So we'll go through those. We'll go by division, start in the East. So the Metropolitan Division. First is Carolina Hurricanes.
Have they lost yet?
2 games.
Okay.
They are 11-2. I believe I just refreshed this, so it should be. Yep, 11-2. Second place, the Washington Capitals, 9-2-4. But they have the same amount of points as Carolina.
Yeah, because the overtime losses.
Yep. Rangers are in third, 9-3-3. They just beat the Devils in a shootout. Was that last night? Number 4, the New Jersey Devils.
Speak of the devil.
7-4-3. They have been so much fun to watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that your team that you've picked?
Yeah, well, I kind of picked them as third last year because when Corey signed there, and then he retired, but I was like, I already committed to this, so I'm going to watch them.
You got your haircut.
I did get my haircut. I've done that within the time that we've recorded as well. Thank God. It was so fucking long.
It was very long.
It was so long. But yeah, New Jersey's been very fun to watch. And I like Mackenzie Blackwood. And having a goalie I like will always attract me to a team more.
Absolutely.
5th is the Philadelphia Flyers.
Okay.
7-4-2. They're 7-4-2, but I feel like I've seen so many people talking shit about the Flyers on Twitter that they've been doing so poorly.
That don't look that bad.
But we're also watching the Blackhawks, who have been significantly worse than that.
I know. Not with Derek King behind the bench.
3-0.
3-0.
In 6th place in the Metro is the Columbus Blue Jackets. They are 8-5.
Okay.
In 7th, the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's kind of surprising to me. 5-4.
Bitch knee cross bitch.
Thank you, Elaine. Yes. That was a fantastic recording.
Yes, I love it.
And in last place in the division, the New York Islanders.
No shit.
Huh. They've also played the least amount of games.
Oh.
But they're 5-2. Interesting. I thought they would be at the top. They went the furthest of all these teams in the playoffs, I want to say. Or maybe as far as Carolina? I can't remember exactly. Oh my God. Carolina has a goal differential of plus 20?
What?
Has Frederick Anderson lost a game yet?
I don't know the answer
Jacqueline.
to that. Does it really surprise you, though?
Absolutely not. How? Why? He leaves Toronto and then goes to Carolina And
There's
he
a brick wall.
can't lose a fucking game. What? Frederick Anderson, have you lost a game yet? Let's see. Yes, he has
He's
the 2
lost
losses.
2.
Whoa. He has a 1.78 goals against average and a 938 save percentage.
God damn.
His career save percentage is 916. Let's see. When he was with Toronto, his best save percentage was a 918.
Okay, not terrible.
No, that's pretty average
It's a
for a
decent.
starting goalie.
Yeah.
But now he can't be beaten.
And I can't root for him on Carolina because fucking Tony DeAngelo.
Oh, but Reese Johnson fed him some fists.
Oh,
and
I know.
so
It was beautiful.
Oh,
You should have seen Mitchell. Captain
Garrett Mitchell?
Captain Garrett Mitchell. He was not a happy boy.
On Friday?
And, yes. And he whooped some ass.
Really?
Yes.
The Wolves messed up and made him mad?
Yeah. It was a really physical game from the jump. Like, people were actually finishing checks. Like, they were going after each other. I know. It was really weird. And then it stopped, of course. But the first period was very intense.
The period where they were losing 3-0 by the end of it?
Uh-huh. That's the one.
Nice. Let's
And
move.
I thought, like, maybe since some goals were had against us, that would, like, entice them to...
Score some?
Well, there's always that. I mean, like, just hype them up more. Like, get under their skin. Like, fucking do something.
But no.
But no, not after the first period.
Didn't they have like 8 shots at the end of the second?
Something like that, yes. I don't remember exactly. I know I texted you.
You did. All I know is it was very, very bad. So in the Atlantic Division, the first team... Did you find it? Because they lost 4-1, right?
Shots on goal were 8-26 after 2. Yeah.
IceHogs, why won't you shoot the puck? Why won't you shoot the puck?
They were literally chanting that
Were
at
they
the
really?
BMO because we had so many opportunities. And fucking, oh my God. Mr. Kelnick needs to be benched.
Uh-oh.
He's not good.
Uh-oh.
I know they were really looking forward to him and he's supposed to be this great... Bro will not shoot a puck no matter how open it is.
Really?
He gets into the zone, he will pass it every fucking time. Even if he has a clear zone, clear shot, could just shoot the fucking puck and it would go in. No. I don't know if this man has any shots on goal ever in his life because
He's just never shot the puck once.
I'm so sick of him.
Let's see if he has any shots on goal this season. Watch, he's got like 20.
Where?
Let's see. There he is. Shots. He has 3.
3? All right. Well, none of them were on Friday.
He has played 2 games and has 3 shots. He has a goal.
Has he really?
Yeah. I think he scored that in the first game. Brett Connolly leads the
He's
team
been
in points.
killing it. Mr. Old Man.
I'm so sick of him.
Why?
He's got the Kane effect going on. Like, he scores points. He pisses me off on the ice because he does everything else fucking wrong. Lucas Reichel's second.
Yeah, he's been doing real well.
Alex Nylander is a -10.
Whoa.
How is that
baby.
possible? Oh my god.
God damn.
Jesus,
That's
Alex.
not good.
So who would you rather have in the lineup,
Oh,
Kalnick or Chris?
Oh no.
Chad Chris.
Kalnick won't shoot the puck, but Chris is just bad. Like all around.
True.
He
He's played 4 games. Is somehow even in the plus minus category. I don't know how that's possible. But he's got, like, nothing going on. I don't think this is correct.
I don't think so either, because he's definitely
Because
played.
there's nothing there. But it says he's got 4 games played, but absolutely nothing else. All right.
Nothing.
Something happened
Something
there.
is not correct.
It's probably too bad they don't want to show us.
I mean, shit.
All right, the Atlantic Division
Oh, boy.
in the NHL. Team number 1, the Florida Panthers.
Still?
The Quenville-less Florida Panthers. Oh, yeah, that also happened. He got fired.
Right.
They're being coached by Andrew Brunette, former Blackhawk.
Former Blackhawk.
They are 10-2-3. Team number 2, the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were doing good.
10-5-1.
All I ever see is hate for them, so I never...
People love to hate the Leafs.
They really do. So I never hear any of the good stuff. And apparently there's been good stuff, because...
Joseph Woll won his NHL debut in net.
Hell yeah.
That was nice. The Leafs almost coughed it up for him, but he got the win.
He got
That's all
it.
that matters. Team number 3, Tampa Bay Lightning. They're 8-3-3.
Fucking Tampa.
Number 4, Detroit.
Really?
8-7-2.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe
Detroit?
getting Alex Nedeljkovic in net, and Lucas Raymond's been on fucking fire as a rookie. He might win the fucking Calder this year.
Whew.
Did you see Cole Caulfield got sent down to the AHL?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he did. He's with
why?
Laval now. No, he wasn't scoring.
Oof.
Hmm.
Cole.
Yeah. Team number 5, the Boston Bruins. 8-5. Number 6, the Buffalo Sabres.
They're not in last?
They're not.
Wow.
6-6-2. Number 7, the Montreal Canadiens.
Not doing so hot, huh?
No, they are 4-11-2, and I think Jake Allen is now injured. So they have Samuel Montembeault and Caden Primo in net.
Yikes.
Yeah, Price is back with the team,
He is.
but he still needs to get into game shape, and I don't know if he's fully recovered from his injury yet.
Right.
But he's back with the team.
Yay.
And then in last place, we have the Ottawa Senators, 4-10-1, and they are completely destroyed by COVID right now.
Are they?
Oh my God, they've called up like all of the Belleville Senators. They had their game tonight with New Jersey postponed. Last night? Tonight?
Last night.
Last night?
Wait. No, I saw the thing yesterday.
Yeah, I think they announced it yesterday. The
Yeah.
game was supposed to be tonight.
Okay.
They had that postponed because
they don't have anybody
Yeah.
to play?
I don't know what happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're completely destroyed by COVID right now.
Wow.
But even if they weren't, I thought they were going to be better than that this year.
Yeah.
They looked good to start the season. I guess they just need to start Anton Forsberg more and hope he goalies
Anton.
everybody like he did the fucking Leafs. Oh God, that was so fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
At least, no, he wasn't in net when the Hawks played them. It was Matt Murray. But at least the Blackhawks beat Ottawa, right?
I don't know.
I think that might have been their first win back in the day when Jeremy was still coach.
It's possible.
So, to the Pacific Division, number 1, the Edmonton Oilers.
Wow,
They're
they're
11-3.
Damn. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 17.
You just needed some Duncan Keith on the team who can't stop putting his foot in his mouth now that he's gone to Edmonton.
He would be better off just not saying anything.
I think that's why they didn't talk to him often in Chicago.
Yeah?
Like, what else could it be? Now he's gone and he keeps talking in Edmonton and he's just living with a permanent foot in his mouth.
That's true. True.
It just lives there. I think he grew a foot instead of a tongue.
He did. Ew. Can you imagine?
You could kick people with your tongue. Your tongue's too small. It's like not even a baby foot. It's like a fetus foot.
I don't think I wanted to do that on camera. It's fine.
But this dude, so he came into training camp complaining about having to get the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Even though 2 of his teammates can't play this year because of long COVID effects.
Yeah.
And then He goes on to say that he didn't know anything
Right.
about Kyle Beach and the whole Chicago mess.
Mm-hmm.
And then come to find out he didn't even participate in the investigation.
Nope. They didn't even ask him. He turned it down.
He was an alternate captain the whole time he was here.
Sure was.
What?
Never knew
What
Mr.
kind?
Keith himself would be kind of a piece of shit.
No kidding. What kind of leadership group did this team have with Captain Jonathan Foot in Mouth Taves and then alternate Duncan Permanent Foot in Mouth Keith? And God only knows with the other ones that they've had throughout the years. No, we haven't heard from Seabrook. He just like fell off a cliff.
He's just gone.
Even though he's technically on the Tampa roster.
Nah, he's gone.
But nobody's heard from him. I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen anything
Yeah.
from
He
Siebes.
just kind of left him out.
He hasn't been mentioned at all.
Mm-mm. Kind of forgot he existed.
Very strange. Me too. I feel like they did like a mind erasing thing. Like you
the
don't
Men in
remember
Black
him.
thing.
Yeah. But what, Keith, what is going on?
I don't know, but I am not a fan of his anymore.
No.
He ruined that.
He did. And I still can't get over Taves' first press conference.
Oh, God. It was so bad.
Like, Kane's was bad, too, but it was better than that.
Yeah.
Every time he's had to talk about it, he just looks annoyed to be there.
Taves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off.
Yep.
Like, you're the captain.
Yeah.
You are the captain.
Mm-hmm.
You were the captain then.
Yeah, you've been the captain.
Captain.
Been the captain this whole time.
You're going to have to talk about it. This is your team.
Nope.
But he just looks annoyed and pissed off to have to even be addressing it. And the best part is, like, after that first press conference or whatever happened, then I think it was their next, maybe it wasn't the next game, but one of the following games, then they played Ottawa, and I'm pretty sure that was their first win. And they didn't interview him after the game. First win of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He's the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure he had a multi-point game that night.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't talk to the press after that.
I'm fucking over it, man. Like, it's like none of them care. Except for Alex DeBrincat for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, he was the one person on the team to say the right thing right away. At least Kane came back in his next one and apologized for having a bad press conference.
Right. Like
And yeah, Taves eventually did that.
yeah.
Like a week
later.
later.
Exactly.
He should have been the first one to do that, not Kane.
Right.
So I have more respect for that guy than fucking captain. Maybe I would feel better if they stripped him of the captaincy. Maybe that's what's holding me back.
It might be.
Because that's like the one leftover thing from that team.
Right.
Other than those two still being on the roster, which I don't expect them to just be like, trade them.
Right. No, absolutely
First of all, you have to
not.
find somebody to take those contracts.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody would take Kane's, but Taves?
You're pushing it.
At least there's only 2 years left, I think. Something like that.
I don't know.
But that's the one thing left over is he is still the captain.
Yeah. And the fact that he's so annoyed over the whole thing, it just is very telling.
Like, he used the word annoyed when he talked about it over the summer.
He did. He said annoying.
Yeah. And you can tell in his body language
Yeah.
that he just
doesn't
doesn't
care.
want to be there. And I'm sure they don't want to talk about it because it's probably uncomfortable to talk about. And I get
And
that.
that's why it needs to be talked about.
Exactly. And I understand them not wanting to, but you
Right, it's not.
have to.
Yeah. It shouldn't be an option to
Right.
not.
Yeah. At least Kane is kind of open to talking
Yeah.
about it-ish. I mean, he's kind of used to talking about bad things in general.
Well, he's got his own issues.
Yeah. But at least he mentioned that he'd, like, reach out and talk to Kyle if he wanted to talk about it. Taves,
on the other hand,
I hope he doesn't talk to him because
God, no.
I feel like he would make everything worse if he's anything like he's been when he's talked to the press. Anyway, Edmonton's first in the Pacific.
wow, good for them.
Number 2, the Anaheim Ducks.
Really?
Yeah. 9-4-3.
Not what I would have guessed.
Me either. Number 3, the Calgary Flames. 8-3-4. And 4th, the Vegas Golden Knights. 9-6-0.
Okay.
Looks like they needed Marc-Andre Fleury after all. You can have him back if you want.
Why is he so bad here, Courtney?
I don't know.
Why can't he stop anything?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Why won't they start Kevin Moore?
Why won't they do it?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Didn't I say in the last episode that they should play Kevin Moore?
I think so, probably, yeah.
Huh. Interesting how that works out. I also said at the beginning of the season I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin was a starter by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Number 5, the Los Angeles Kings. They are 8-5-2.
Okay.
Number 6, the San Jose Sharks. 7-6-1. Number 7, the Vancouver Canucks, who I thought were going to be a lot better than that this year.
Nope.
They're 5-9-2.
Oof.
And their fan base is rather angry on the Twitter machine.
I mean...
Their goal differential is -14.
Oh, not good. Not good, not good.
Last place in the Pacific, the Seattle Kraken.
Damn, they are not following in Vegas's trail.
4-10-1. Philip Grubauer has not been the best goaltender for them.
That's crazy.
It is.
He was good in
Colorado?
Corallo?
I'm not sure that's a team.
My head just kept saying Denver.
I mean, yes. That is where they play. Where are the stats? All the way over here? Okay.
Weird.
Goalies. Philip Grubauer. He has an 880 save percentage.
Oh, no.
And a 318 goals against average.
Oh, no.
He is 4-7-1. Chris Drieger's only played 2 games. I think he got injured. He's 1-1 with an 833 save percentage.
Damn.
And a 343 goals against average. But
That's good.
only 2 games. Whew.
Very bad.
I wonder if he's back from injury now because they don't have another goaltender listed on their website. So he must be. The Blackhawks play Seattle tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
So get ready for that 5th win, Seattle, because you've been so bad, I'm sure. They've lost 4 in a row.
Seattle?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Anaheim's won 7 games in a row?
Holy shit.
Excuse me? What the fuck? In their last 10 games, they are 7-1-2.
Wow.
Heh. Okay, then. Off to the Central we go.
Oh, boy.
First place, the Minnesota Wild.
Really?
10-4-0. Number 2, the Winnipeg Jets. They're 8-3-3.
Okay.
In 3rd, the Nashville Predators. 9-5-1.
Okay.
4th, the St. Louis Blues. 8-4-2.
Ew.
5th, the Colorado Avalanche.
Not doing great.
6-5-1. 6th, the Dallas Stars. 5-6-2.
Okay.
Chicago Blackhawks
Oh, God.
are in 7th, not in last. They are 4-9-2.
Okay.
In 8th, the Arizona Coyotes are 1-13-1.
Oh, boy, that's not good.
Their goal differential is -37. -37.
Why are they so bad?
I mean, they traded away like their whole team and acquired a
We
bunch
never
of
know what
draft picks
Arizona's
and-
doing in the off season. They just do stuff.
They do just
do lots of stuff.
yeah.
But -37?
-37.
Wait, they've won 3 in a row?
Yeah, the Hawks 3-0 since getting Derek King as coach.
Duh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Arizona's lost.
Arizona.
Do they have the worst goal differential in the league? I
probably.
find it hard to believe
Yeah.
anybody would be worse than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
-37.
the next worst is Montreal, -22.
God, what was ours?
-18.
That's still not good.
No.
Not good at all.
But also not surprising because they've let in a boatload of goals.
They really have.
They've scored 10 more goals than Arizona has this season.
That's good.
Yeah. The Blackhawks have scored 33 goals and have allowed 51.
That's it.
Yeah. Arizona's scored 23 goals while allowing 60.
God damn.
Ugh. Yeah.
Wow.
Friday night, the game was between those two teams.
Mm-hmm.
And
I saw a tweet like, who's going to win? Can anybody win this game?
it didn't look like either team wanted to. It was madness. The shots on goal was laughable. Let's see. I gotta find this. Because it looked like both teams were just like, you win.
Oh, no.
You have the win. That's fine. I don't want to win this game. You have the win. Yeah, the final score was 2-1.
Okay.
Ugh. Let's see. Of course, Andrew Ladd was the only goal scored for Arizona. Former
Fucking
Blackhawks.
Of course.
All right, the shots on goal. The final total was 29-23.
Okay.
Not too horrible. After the first period, it was 7-5
Oh,
in favor of Arizona.
yikes.
In the second period, Chicago decided to play hockey.
I see.
It was 15-6. And then in the third period, it was 10-9. It was such a low energy game.
Those are the worst to watch.
They really
They're
are.
so fucking boring.
Like, I appreciate a great low scoring game if it's like great defense on both sides.
Yeah.
But if it's just teams just skating,
Just skating in circles.
Not really doing anything.
Can't do it.
no, it's horrible.
Like, y'all need to either do something or I'm turning this off.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of wish I would have turned that game off. But alas, I did not. Let's see. Who are the point leaders for the Blackhawks?
That's a good question.
Number 1.
Patrick Kane.
You are correct. I'm going to hide this. from you.
I can't read that with
Oh, yeah. You
my
don't have your
glasses are
on.
over here.
He has 5 goals and 10 assists for 15 points.
Okay.
Number 2 in
Cat?
team scoring. Nope,
No, not Cat.
not Cat.
It's not Taves, is it?
Nope.
Who's on the Blackhawks?
I don't know. 1 goal, 12 assists.
That's a lot of assists.
It is.
Help.
Shit shed. Second in scoring.
You can't be serious.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Shit Jones.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
He finally has a goal. Scored it against Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Third in scoring. That's annoying. Kane is first in scoring, and he's played 11 games.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the Hawks have played 15.
All right, because he was on COVID protocol for a while, wasn't
He's so obnoxious. Third in scoring.
he? Cat.
Yes.
Okay. I know he has to be up there.
8 goals, 2 assists. Fourth in scoring.
Scoring.
0 goals, 8 assists.
Is that Taves?
It is. Fourth in scoring. Fifth. 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points.
What is Fithy in Illinois?
What?
Fithy in Illinois is
Fifty
calling
in
me.
Illinois. I don't know.
Hold on. Hello?
Hello, this is Michael with Residence Energy, and this is a courtesy call to let you know that your electric account is entitled to a cashback rebate.
I don't have an electric bill. Anyway, fifth
In scoring.
in scoring.
3 goals, 4 assists.
Bagel?
Close, but no.
How is
Dominic Kubalik.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
6th is Brandon Hagel.
I knew they would be.
4 goals, 2 assists.
Okay.
6 points. Kirby Doc is next. 3 goals, 2 assists. Then right under Curbs is Eric Gustafson.
Fucking hell.
0 goals,
God damn it. He
4
is
assists.
the ghost that haunts the Blackhawks.
He really is.
You can't get rid of him.
Really can't. The other person we can't get rid of is fucking Dylan Strom.
Yeah, they started playing him. And he did some stuff the past couple games, right?
He has 1 goal and 1 assist in 8 games.
Yeah, because I know for a long time he didn't do anything.
I feel like he got a goal on Friday.
Yeah, it was definitely recently. Because they've been talking about, hey, where are we putting Strome? Like, what?
You know,
Are we going to trade him? Are we going to...
I'll go over goalie stats and then come back to Strom.
Okay.
I'm going to ignore the rest of the team.
Okay.
So, which goalie do you want first?
Just get it over with, Marc-Andre Fleury.
All right. He has played 10 games.
Yes, he has.
He is 3-7-0
Okay.
with a 350 goals against average
Oof.
and an 897 save percentage. Kevin Lankinen has played 6 games. He is 1-2-2
Okay.
with a 311 goals against average, so better than Fleury.
Still not great.
No, but an 891 save percentage. So that one is worse than Fleury.
That hurts.
Yeah. He's been the better goalie of the two, just eye test wise,
Right.
but both of them need to be better. So back to Strome.
Oh, God.
I am so confused as to why everybody is suddenly in love with him.
Is that what's happening?
Because last season, people were upset with his game and said that he deserved to be benched, and then he was.
He was, yes.
And then over the summer, people were putting him in every trade proposal ever and wondering how he would fit on the roster.
Yes.
And then to start the season, Jeremy was scratching him a bunch. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, you know who would fix all of their problems? Dylan Strome. Why is he not in the lineup?
I'm so glad I haven't been on Twitter very much in the past couple weeks. Because I didn't see that, and I don't understand that.
I don't get it. Like, yeah, the Blackhawks aren't scoring as many goals.
No, but Strome?
Hasn't shown that
Not this year, anyway.
he...
Because him and Kat used to be really good together, didn't they?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, if they could regain that on-ice chemistry, that'd be great. Because they're, like, best friends off the ice.
Right.
I don't know when the narrative changed from let's get rid of Strome to now why is he just suddenly not in the lineup even though this is what everybody has been asking for. I don't get it.
I don't understand either. Because I was thinking he was just going to be like that extra guy that we were subtly trying to get rid of. And
Right, me too. And then he was that, and I was like, oh, cool.
Right, like this is what we expected.
Yeah. And then when he's in the lineup, he wasn't putting up points. Yeah, he set up a few good chances. I mean, he's got all the skill.
Of course.
He just can't seem to put it together. So when he makes nice plays, it's not
surprising, exactly.
It's just
he knows
not
what he's doing.
consistent. And the pucks are not going into the net, which that's not happening for many of the players. But he hasn't come in and like proven that he deserves a lineup spot. And so I don't get the outrage when he's not in the lineup because he doesn't add anything when he is. But suddenly people just think he's the answer. And every time he does something on the ice, they're like, see? That's why he should be in the lineup.
Is it?
Okay, he has 2 points in 8 games. Congratulations! Like, what?
I am kind of glad I haven't seen all of this Strome love. Just because... Why?
I feel like it started with people hating Jeremy.
Uh-huh.
And so seeing him...
Oh, and they did hate Jeremy.
That's a whole other topic. So seeing him scratching Strom a lot and then, like, having conversations with him on the ice and whatnot, they're like, wow.
Hi, baby.
You have a lot to say about Dylan Strom, don't you?
Big one.
Whoa. Anyway, I feel like that's where it started. Like, oh, Jeremy hates him. Why is he not in the lineup? He should be in the lineup. See, this is just another thing that Colleton's doing wrong. Mm-hmm. And then it just hasn't stopped, even though I feel like that's where it started. Because I don't understand where else the narrative shift would have come from.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. Because it's very consistent on my Twitter timeline. I mean, not so much anymore because Derek King has been playing him. And so now everybody's just fucking in love with Derek King.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that has been confusing me. I don't know that people know what to say about this team. I feel like everybody is confused. Especially, well, this happened... I feel like this happened in between us recording last and now, but it also happened before Bowman was fired.
Okay.
But apparently they're still in a rebuild.
Right. How? How do you spend all your money on old guys?
And trade away 2 first-round draft picks and a second. And a defense prospect, and say you're still in a rebuild. Granted, this was before Stan was fired.
Yeah, but...
Also, we haven't talked about all of that, so I feel like I've had a lot of thoughts. We just haven't talked about it, and so I just keep being reminded of them. But while this investigation was going on, and the Blackhawks had to know that if it did not go in their favor, per se. And you'd have to figure that they'd know that they would have to do the firings that they did, right? Mm-hmm. So why did they let Bowman go out and destroy the roster?
I don't know.
Why did they okay that if they didn't know if he was going to be around?
There's just...
I don't understand that.
No, there's nothing to understand. They just aren't.
Like, did they really think they weren't going to have to fire him? I mean, probably. But how do you just give a guy with an uncertain future the key to your bank, basically?
Yeah, they did that.
And I don't feel like I'm even upset about the Seth Jones trade anymore.
No.
Like, it happened, you just gotta get over it, whatever. What I'm upset about is the fucking contract.
Yeah. Yeah, they let that happen.
8 years!
At 9.5?
At 9.5. Extending Connor Murphy.
5 years!
4 years.
4 years?
Well, it's 5 years including this year.
Okay.
But it was 4 more years on top of the last deal that was still remaining. Why?
And he's making what, 4.5?
Something like that. He hasn't been good this year.
No!
None of the defense has been good this year. And that's where apparently they improved the team, was on defense.
Yeah, sure.
And it's been bad. And then you sign Jake McCabe for 4 years, 3 or 4 years. Like, you... Why? How do you allow this to happen?
I don't know. It's like, who was it?
Shirley?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I think that deal's finally up after this season.
Is it?
Yeah. At least that was only one guy.
Yeah, that's true.
And a goalie. And now they just keep signing Mike Smith. And apparently it's fucking working out for them because they're first in their goddamn division. Because they have Duncan Keith and Mike fucking Smith.
Oh, God.
The Blackhawks haven't played the Oilers yet. And I don't want them to. Not because they might lose. But just because I don't want to see Duncan Keith and Mike Smith on the ice.
No.
But really, how do you just let this guy run around and totally fuck your cap for the next at least 4 years?
Shirley. That's all I have to say.
I feel like we all hope that the people running our teams are smarter than they really are.
No, they're just people.
Even though they prove to us time and time again that people that run hockey teams are the dumbest fucking people on this planet.
Yeah. They're just people.
Be it the owners, the GMs, anybody involved with running
Owners,
hockey
GMs,
teams in the
coaches.
NHL. I mean, it
All of
fucking
them.
starts with Gary.
Well, of course.
Gary on down. They're all the dumbest fucking people on this planet.
Absolutely.
They may
Makes
know
no
how to
sense.
make money. Obviously, they know how to make money. They're billionaires. But when it comes to making good decisions,
Nowhere to be found.
otherwise,
Nowhere to be found.
they're fucking dumb. I wonder if attendance at the United Center has gone up yet.
I don't know.
Because it was empty.
It was real bad.
Whew.
There's a lot of season ticket holders that gave up their account.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it because of the investigation or because they sucked?
Probably a little bit of both.
Probably. But, like, you can get through the suckage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give up my season tickets because a team can't win.
Us for the past 5 years.
Fucking prove that shit.
Was it 5 years? 6
Are you
years?
fan enough?
Oh, fuck off!
I don't know.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Would I give you $500 a season if I wasn't? Oh, I hate that. Yeah, the attendance at the United Center, they finally broke the sellout streak.
Yeah, after like 590 some days.
Yeah, since what, the 08-09 season or the 9-10 season?
I don't know.
Something like that. And like, I was very conflicted upon seeing that news. It's like I was happy it happened because they deserved that.
Oh, absolutely.
But also, like, I was kind of sad to see that just because, like, it's my team.
Yeah.
And you have pride and things
Of course.
like that, even though it's stupid. But I'm conflicted about everything involved with this team, really.
It was around 7 years.
7 years. That's crazy.
But that's also including
Well,
like
that's-
last season and the lockout season and
Did you do 8? How many home games do they have per year?
oh right,
41.
41.
Yeah. If there's 82 games, I believe they play half on
That's
the road.
14 years.
Woo! That doubled it.
Sure did.
14 years. Damn. Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe you shouldn't.
maybe you just shouldn't, and this wouldn't happen.
Maybe you should be good people.
That would be
People
probably
like supporting
for the
good
best.
people.
Of course.
Most people like supporting good people.
Have we really shown this in our past, 6 years?
No. So how are you feeling about the teams as a whole?
The Hawks, I want to see play under Derek King. I don't think I've seen.
You haven't watched
I
them
don't
yet?
think I've watched since then. When's their next game?
What is today? Tuesday?
Today's
Tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Tomorrow night.
Okay.
In Seattle. It's a 9 o'clock game.
Oh fuck! Of course it is. Of course it is. But yeah, I'll be watching that one.
At least you can see Seattle.
Yeah.
About the IceHogs.
If they're gonna keep playing like that shit show on Friday, I don't know if I can watch that in person.
Maybe they need some help from Shit Shed. Maybe they will.
Don't you ever say that again.
Not that he could really be sent out. You know, I wonder if anybody would claim him off waivers.
Seth Jones?
Yeah. Like
But it's still stuck with his contract though, right?
Mm-hmm. And if they claim him, they can't send him down.
Right.
I'm sure somebody would, because this is the NHL, and we just said they're the dumbest fucking people on the planet. And when I'm talking about that, I'm not even talking about his play on the ice. Like, he hasn't been pissing me off as much. He's still not fantastic.
Right.
But he's fine. Just not $9.5 fucking million for 8 years. No. He's not worth the contract.
No.
He's been playing better than he was when he first got here, which is to
would hope
be expected.
So, yeah.
And he eats a boatload of minutes, and fine, whatever. He's just not worth the contract.
No.
And that's what I am.
9.5 is so much money.
That's what I'm upset about these days, is the fucking contract. Especially when I watch the fucking Devils play, and Dougie Hamilton's just out there sniping goals all over the fucking ice.
We could have had him.
He probably didn't want to come here. I don't blame him.
I wouldn't blame him.
I don't blame him. I mean, I wouldn't want to live in New Jersey. I'd rather live in Chicago. But I'd probably rather play for the Devils than the Blackhawks at this moment. They're a lot more exciting. But I wouldn't want to live in Jersey, so I'd still choose Chicago.
Ottawa's calling me now.
I don't know where we were before that call happened. But anyway, I'm not upset about Seth Jones on the ice. I'm mad about the contract. Bless you.
Thanks. I'm allergic to therapy.
I feel it. But Caleb's coming back soon.
I saw.
He's skating and he's going on the road trip, right?
I think I saw that, yeah.
But we don't know if he's going to play yet or not.
Yeah, I don't know if he will play yet.
But the Pooper Scooper's almost back.
The Pooper Scooper.
Called him the Pooper Scooper. He's got to clean up for Seth Jones.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Yep.
So that's exciting. I'm going to be very annoyed if he does come back and he's the better of the two.
I expect good things from him.
He showed good things in preseason. Even if they send him down, Rockford could definitely use him.
As long as he can keep his tendons in check.
Yeah, that's right. His tendons kept moving.
They were sliding to the side.
That should not happen.
No.
Tendons should not slide.
Absolutely not.
So he's almost back. I'm going to pull up the questions that people asked me on that tweet that I posted a couple days ago, if I can find it. And then we can answer that, and that's how we can wrap this up.
Okay.
So, we kind of already talked about this, but from John Frommy, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, very much apologize. What is up with the goalie situation in Rockford?
Your guess is as good as mine, bro.
Colin Delia receiving all of one start this season.
I just hope we hear something about or from him.
I just feel really bad for Colin and how he's really gotten shafted these past 2 years.
Absolutely.
It's not fair.
It's not.
He has to
not
be...
his fault.
No.
Like, he didn't do anything terrible.
And it's not like we're getting fantastic results in Rockford that would keep him on the bench.
Right, that's just it.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like nobody has asked the coaching about it either, which is strange.
So is it like a personal thing?
Maybe.
That he just doesn't want to talk about right now?
It could be.
I mean, it could always be that. I don't know.
I wish we would know something.
Yes.
At least.
Because right now it's just confusing.
Yeah. I know they had a media availability today.
Yeah.
So maybe somebody will ask about it. I have not attended one of those yet. Whoops. All right. And then from Mr. Toltz. What if the IceHogs use a different goal song?
Can you imagine anything but Dagger?
They don't use Dagger.
You said IceHogs.
I did.
Haha.
The tick, tick, boom.
Tick, tick, boom, yeah. I wouldn't be upset if it wasn't that song anymore. But it would depend on the song that was chosen to be the new song.
It would really depend on what the song is.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to make it something lame, then no thank you.
Then just don't.
I wish they had personalized goal songs for the players.
See, I've always wanted that.
I love when teams do that. I think Vancouver does it, or they used to.
That's awesome.
I think there's another team, but I don't know who.
I'm a fan.
I know, right? But I don't know how well that would go over with an AHL team. It might be a little more difficult. I don't know, because usually things that require more work don't work with an AHL team.
Well,
I can't think of what I would want their goal song to be. It would be interesting to get used to, not being able to point at the goalie.
what if they switched to the Wiggle Wop from the third period intro? What if that was now their goal song?
I would get... No, I wouldn't. I'm going to say I'd get such a workout during the games, and then I remember they don't score goals. You know how mad... you know what? I want it. Everybody would be so mad. Oh,
They already hate it. I think we're the only ones that love it.
I'm pretty sure we are. Oh my god, it would be beautiful. Oh, they'd be so pissed.
Yes.
Oh, I need it.
Watch them just play that after a goal. Nowhere near the third period. Instead of tick, 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 boom. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. That's what I need to happen. It needs to be the Wiggle Up. Holy goodness. Oh. I'd probably get sick of it after a while.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
I would pretend I wasn't because people are so pissed off about it. From @Majasters.
Okay.
MAJJASTERS. Degenerate IceHogs fan.
Okay.
I feel it. First question. Why is Brandon Peary still a free agent and not wearing an IceHogs sweater? Second question. Why is Brandon Peary still a free agent and not wearing an IceHogs sweater?
Was that the same?
Yeah,
okay.
Same question.
Okay. I don't know the answer to that.
I think he's still on the taxi squad.
He got swallowed by the taxi squad and he will never return.
It's just like a vortex.
Yeah.
They never took him off the taxi squad, so when the taxi squad was obliterated, he just disappeared.
It folded in on itself and he's gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not still playing for us.
Or even if not for us, just not
anywhere.
for anybody. Yeah.
He scores goals.
He does.
Like, he's not ineffective. So why?
Unless he just doesn't want to. I wouldn't be surprised if the taxi squad killed his spirit.
I wouldn't blame him, yeah.
That was surprising to me at the beginning of the season, though, when I saw he hadn't signed with anybody.
Right. Nobody? Maybe he wants to retire.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone to play, like, overseas or something.
Right, something.
I'm go to his Elite Prospects page just to make sure that he hasn't signed with somebody in between us talking about it. No.
Nope.
His page still says he's with the IceHogs, and he is not.
We could use him.
Sure could. We sure could. He had 10 points last year in 7 games.
See?
He's on the taxi squad. That's all I got.
That's it. Taxi squad. He's gone.
From Beth. How many goals does the cat get this season?
Whew. A lot.
He has, what did I say, 8?
8 goals?
He has 8 goals currently in 15 games.
I'm going to go with 60.
Whoa.
He's going to get 60 goals.
Wow. All right. He's going to
keep it up.
Have to start producing at a higher clip to get there. Let's see. I'm going to go with... Like, is the team going to start playing better?
You never know.
All right, with the way this season's going, he's going to get 38.
38?
Yep. Because he should get more.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody will be wanting him to hit 40 if he gets into the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
But this season is garbage, so he's going to almost get there. But not quite.
quite.
It's going to end with 38 goals.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Kat, if that happens. Some of the things that I say just end up coming true for some reason. And some things very much don't. But
That was all of our questions?
that was all of them, I believe. If not, I'll get to the other ones next time.
Yeah, we will.
Hopefully not next week. I won't be here next week.
Nope.
2 weeks. You get another break for Thanksgiving.
You gonna be okay to record that day?
Yeah, I have therapy that day too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's also Hanukkah.
It is. It is. It is. It'll be great. It'll be a great time.
Okay. Well, you can always reschedule if
We'll record sometime.
at some point
At
we will
some
get you
point.
another episode.
Yes, the
But-
week after next.
Yeah. But for now, you have this.
Yes, and Thanksgiving if you are in the States.
Yeah.
Not if you are in Canada. You already had Thanksgiving.
That's so weird to me.
It is.
Thanksgiving as a whole is just really weird to me.
It is. I don't think of it as anything other than eating.
Yeah.
It's just eating.
Just give me some mashed potatoes. I'll be happy.
Also a very superior way to eat a potato.
Mashed?
Mashed. Give me mashed or some tots.
Man.
Fries are basically mashed potatoes.
Basically,
with
they
a
just have
coating.
a crispy edge.
Yeah. Crispy mashed potatoes.
Crispy mashed. I don't know about that. I like my smooth.
Yeah, I'll take a lump here or there.
Yeah. If it so happens.
I love potatoes. Do you love potatoes?
I love potatoes.
What are you thankful for Thanksgiving?
Potatoes.
Especially tots and mashed.
We don't have tots for Thanksgiving, though. I've never had
You
tots.
could.
You could. I've never had tots for Thanksgiving.
You
But
could.
it's a possibility.
What if you cooked up a bunch of tots and mashed them?
It just seems like an unnecessary step.
You'd still get some crisp in there.
We should try this.
I feel like it needs to be an
We
experiment.
need to do this.
Mashed
Remember when we
potato
got
tots.
those tots from Target?
Yes?
Yeah, and then we just
We ate a lot
ate
of
a bunch of tots.
Yeah. We do have to finish Bly Manor at some point, so
We
maybe
do.
we'll mash up
It was
some
only
tots.
$2 for that big ass bag of tots.
Yeah.
Or were they called puffs?
I think they
Or
might have been
something-
potato
Potato
or
puffs.
something.
They were fucking tots. I don't care what they say.
For real. If it looks like a tot and tastes like a tot,
It's a tot.
That's all I gotta say.
Yep. Do you like tots?
Please tell us. What else do you like? Let us know that too. How's your team doing? Is your team our team?
Let us know.
Yeah. If they're not, tell us how your team is doing. Hopefully they're not the Arizona Coyotes.
Oh, it's so bad. How is it so bad?
What if they don't get the first overall pick this year?
Oh, it will just be Colorado all over again.
You know, I kind of hope that the Blackhawks don't get a lottery pick this year, just to like rip the Band-Aid off,
Yeah.
because then it will go to Columbus and we don't have to put that off for 2 years. So that's what I want to happen. So the Hawks need to start playing better. And God forbid they make the fucking playoffs. They're going to have to really claw back from that, but they're undefeated with Derek King, so maybe
Yeah,
they'll
they
just
are.
go undefeated for the rest of the season, and then they'll sign him for 5 years to be coach.
Okay, as long as he works up there. Anyway, do you like our logo?
You can get it on a hat.
You may buy a hat from us if you wish.
Just message us on social media.
It's a snapback.
It is. We also have
stickers
stickers and magnets,
and magnets.
as well. You can get all of those things. Just message us or email us.
Yep.
All of those things are down in the description for you. Make it nice and easy. Or you can go to FromCenterIce.com.
Find anything else you need there?
Yes. Even us sometimes.
Yeah.
We post things like podcasts
Every so often.
sometimes. Once every blue moon, apparently.
We do our best, all right?
We'll get back to a schedule.
Yes,
No-
we were. We were on a good schedule for a couple of weeks.
And then the Hawks ruined
And
it.
then they ruined it, yes.
by being horrible.
I did not
Horrible
have the mental energy.
No, I haven't had the mental energy to talk about hockey much at all.
No.
That's why we spent the first hour of this not talking about hockey. But then we talked about it for, an hour and 40 minutes?
Something like that.
So there you go.
There you go. We did it.
You had a nice little balance there.
Yeah.
Some of us talking to make up for the time that we did not. And I was just binge watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. I forgot how to end podcasts. I don't think I ever really knew how to end a podcast.
No, I mean, we told them about our stuff and things.
True. And where to find us. You should know by now. But if
Yeah.
you're new, hi.
Hello. Welcome.
Yes. If you're just listening to the audio version of this and want to see us
We're on YouTube.
talking, yes, youtube.com/c/FromCenterIce. You can check that out.
That's us.
If you are watching our faces, hello. You can see that I got a haircut. But go over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and a review.
That would be really nice.
You could do that for Thanksgiving and show us thanks.
You can like this
hopefully.
video.
You could like this
You could
video.
even share this video.
You could.
You could.
Or you could subscribe if you are not subscribed yet.
You could do all of these things.
You can.
Like, share, comment,
Then you
subscribe.
can get videos when I can talk about hockey.
Hell
you can
yeah.
see my very long video that I will post at some point today. That's not really productive at all, but maybe it is. I don't know. I don't remember what I said, honestly.
Exactly.
I just don't think I resolved anything in my own slippery brain.
Yeah,
So
I understand.
hopefully you enjoy all of the things. Because we enjoy you.
Yeah, we do.
And so we will talk to you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.